Felicitations, my family of fledglings and ghosts. It's so good to unsee you as well. Wow, almost butchered the intro. Hi and welcome. I am Damien Holme, variety streamer, disruptor, professional, and reprogrammer of your status quo stuck, radicalized mindsets. I'm also sick. I've been sick, but I feel like today is the first sick that's actually felt sick. I felt like, I'm under the weather, but I'm just going to tell people that I'm sick so they won't wonder when I make gross human sounds randomly. But today I am just a gross human. I'm that sick. So here we are. Here's the Earth. We're playing Mother 3 tonight. Mother Earth is where the Mother franchise gets its name, Mother. It's not about moms too much, although every game has a mom in it too, which is rare for RPGs. I feel like RPG heroes generally don't seem to have big families, or if they do, at least the parents are out of the picture. I don't know. Our characters have made it to a big, weird city called Newport, making fun of New York. And they're lost and confused in the big city. I think we know we have to go to the theater and solve a problem there. But from there, I'm not quite sure what we've got to do and how to solve this problem just yet. Announcements, because I've got announcements since probably the last time you watched me stream. Although if you watched me stream yesterday, you know some of these because they happened on yesterday's stream. So this is just for everybody that kind of missed yesterday. I'm going to catch everybody up really quick. Rose. Oh, no. Rosé. Am I right? Hi. How are we doing? Where am I from? My family's from Finland. I don't speak enough Finnish because my family really thought it was important to give up the language and assimilate to America, which kind of sucks. I was born in the United States, but my family is relatively new to the U.S. Yeah, my grandma came over on a boat to escape. Well, yeah, her and her family came here to escape Russia because Russia was looking at Finland with hungry eyes. And so here we are. My big announcements. There's three big announcements. Big announcement number one is the tiniest of them, and that is Instagram has lifted their stream limits on me, or at least they did on just one stream yesterday. That might be true going forward. They haven't removed all limits. I am just now up to the content creator limit, which is 4 hours. I usually stream about 4 hours, so that's not terrible. They might, if you watch on Instagram, you just might get cut off a little bit early because I tend to run over. Announcement number 2. This one's bigger, but I hate it. And that is that this light, the very light that is lighting my stream, died just a couple weeks ago. And I scrambled funds together to get a more professional one. This one's a Razer. It served its years and it did a good job. I think you know where this is going because I'm gesturing at a light that is on. I paid this money to get this new, more expensive and professional grade light. And as soon as it came in the mail, the Razer ring light that was dead 2 weeks ago came back to life and said, no, please don't replace me. I promise I'll do some work for you, and is now working. So the other light is right behind it and turned off. Does anybody want to? I don't want to return it. I feel like the Razer might die in another 2 weeks, but then I don't want to use the other light right now because I don't know. It might have its own life. I'm using the Razer for now, and the one just behind it that I paid good money for is an extra one until the Razer decides to die twice. It's frustrating. I'm just saying, that's not a big announcement. I'm just frustrated. Spend all this money and then the first one starts working again. Number 3, big number 3. This one is, in addition to all the multi-streaming areas, Jim, hello, escape from Newport. Oh man, imagine if the genre of this mother game suddenly got to like that level. Just like disasters and craziness and R-rated out of no. Well, they're a little bit. I feel like this is PG-13. This game has gotten away with saying a couple things. I'm like, whoa. Normally, Nintendo doesn't do this. Although this is a fan translation. So maybe they pushed the envelope just a little bit. Announcement number 3 is, in addition to Twitch, Trovo, Kick, and Instagram streams, YouTube is now running twice. I know this was possible a month ago. But I did maybe I knew a month ago, actually. God, time is really like flying this year. And yet I feel like I've lived 3 years since 2025 started. I didn't know this at the beginning of 2025. YouTube lets you stream the horizontal platform to people that like to see regular YouTube. Use their TV or your computer, or whatever. You just like the landscape mode. Fine, I'm streaming there. You can watch me there. Or if you prefer to use the shorts feed or the live vertical feeds, you can now find me there as well. I'm streaming in both places at once. Both end up getting archived on the channel, which will create a little bit of a weird bloat, but it's going to happen. But it means that I can meet you where you are. And we don't have to stick to, well, you know, the channel has, I don't know, only one that well, I don't know. I'm just trying to meet you halfway. And it makes me happy that we figured out how to do it, because no guide, 0 guides on the internet solved for this 100% and explained which parts were absolutely mandatory. Well, in my opinion, but I fixed it. I feel like I need to write a guide for this ish and post it online. Maybe I will. I'm not like a guides channel, but I feel like the world needs to know how to do this one, how to do 2 YouTube feeds and make it work. Oh, so that's why I've been seeing double Damien. Wait, have you? Have you really? Do you see like a but and then like a bert both at the same time? That's kind of weird and confusing. I feel like YouTube should sort its ish out, and if they're gonna show you me, don't double down. Is it? I don't know. I feel like I could get overwhelmed if I see too much, even of my favorite streamer. Like, oh, there they are. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're in my inbox. Oh, they're on my push notification. I got 2 push notifications for this one stream. I don't know. Just making ish up. Let us play this game, shall we? Thanks for listening to my announcements. The most important one of those is how very sick I am. So, am I going to go 4 hours tonight? If we beat this game early, I'll probably quit the stream early, to be honest. That's how sick I am. And I'm going to keep checking in on myself. If y'all want to, feel free to ask me throughout the night. D, how's it going? How you feeling? Send those triple self-cares if you're on Twitch. And we'll make this happen. Yeti! Dude. I miss your face, Yeti. I'm really sick right now, but I'm going to pause the music real quick and show everybody that I have fixed the shout-out tool. It's not the fix that I wanted. I still want to do the streamer bot version of this, but I at least got the eFuse, which is now what? Hey, it's eFuse?
As some of you may know.
Oh, that's good. Oh, is this the good clip? Wait, what? The whole clip was, as some of you may know, that's all. I think I know what that clip was supposed to be about. This is not my thing. Where's my thing for this game? This one. But then the game's broken. Capture this. This happens every time and I never remember to fix it until I'm actually live in the stream. I'm live in the stream, you guys. Yeti, you're the best. You're the GOAT. Go check out Yeti's band also. I need to do this specifically in Yeti's shoutouts. I wonder if I could do a custom, like anytime I shout out somebody, it also adds a custom message about them if there's someone special, doubly special. Yeti is not just a Twitch streamer. Yeti is also an amazing guitarist for an amazing metal band called Necrogasm. You should check them out. You won't forget that name. Just go Google it right now. Put one of your browser tabs to checking them out. If you even remotely like anything death metal, black metal, dark, screamy, fantastically slashy guitars, you need to go check them out. Now, I can see the thumbnails for the normal and the vertical next to each other before clicking on one. I mean, at least you're not getting catfished into watching the wrong one. But it's kind of funny that the algorithm for YouTube is like, hey, I heard you like this one content creator. Why don't you pop in on them everywhere? Here's a buffet. Would you like him in a horizontal? Would you like him in a vertical? It's like green eggs and ham. Like, how about you chill? No, but it's good. The only other thing I could see that they could fix, or that they might fix to do it, although I like that they gave you the choice right there, even though it does make me come up twice in the results, is what if you could just tap on the one go live feed and then it shows you, like, you know, D is live in 2 places, which would, you know, what do you prefer, this or this? And then you get to choose from there. But it's not, I guess it's not terrible. I gotta send you pictures from the show? Yeah. Please do. But yeah, I'm stuffy. I'm sluggish. I'm a little bit sick-brained, so I might be a little slower and fuzzier in the head today. I'm not on the treadmill today as a result of that. I just do not want to walk. I had a modicum of activity today, and I was like, wow, that's enough for me. I'm not going to walk on my stream tonight, that's for sure. We were outside trying to decide what the heck to do with. The girls got some seeds and they put them in little plastic bags with a wet paper towel, and they started germinating, and now they're almost molding. Like, the circle of life is happening too fast. They're coming into life and they're almost like gonna die because they're in a bad place to germinate. So they're like, oh crap, we gotta buy pot soil and pots and like start these things growing in a safer and better place. And so we went to Home Depot and picked up some cheap stuff on a gift card and then brought it home and then started doing stuff in one of our flower beds. And I was like, I feel like I just want to lie down in the grass while you guys do the work. So that's how I'm feeling today. But I'm happy to be sitting. I'm happy to be playing Mother 3. And I'm happy to be surrounded by some of my favorite people. So thanks for being here. I was going to stream tonight, but once I got to my computer, I changed my mind. It's been happening every time. You got to feel it out, you know? For me, I'm trying to make this my income, among other. I'm not sole income, but I am trying to like replace one of my jobs. And so I'm in that grind, that grind mindset. But I don't blame you. You know, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. This game always gets so laggy, like right at the very beginning for some reason. I mean, once you start moving anyways, the music gets all wonky, but just only at the very beginning. So here's the deal. We have these 4 crazy characters that are nothing alike and don't share anything in common, really. They're just trying to save the planet, and they've done so by awakening the dark dragon. They haven't. They haven't yet. The dark dragon has 7 needles inside of its back that are keeping it asleep, and we pulled 6 of them. We're looking for number 7, and I don't know why we came to the big city, but a limousine came and picked us up and said, we're taking you to the big city, and we didn't argue about it. So, all right, we'll go into the limo. It took us here. We're in the big city, and so far it's just been a tribute to this one snot-nosed little brat kid who apparently has billions of dollars and built this city per his own tastes. And does it look like a little kid built this city? You betcha. And he's also he's the kid on the top of this merry-go-round with the pigs in it. He likes pigs, apparently. He's kind of a porker himself. And I think his name is Porky in this game. I think his name was Pokey in Mother 2, but in Mother 3, his name's Porky now for some reason. And yeah, I think he's like possessed by aliens or something, because he's just like, he's too powerful to be just some snot-nosed brat with a lot of money. Well, anyway, I presume we're going to try to find him. But right now, the story is like, oh, the theater stinks really bad. And we found there's like a hole in one of the theater's speakers that leads to the sewers, but we can't get in the hole. And I got to level with you. I don't know quite what we're doing. I'll show you what I did off stream, because this will catch you up to what I thought was supposed to be the next thing to do, and now I'm not so sure. You're awesome. I'm glad you're doing this as more of a full-time thing these days. Yeah, well, I'm down to less live stream hours, but I'm setting up stuff on the side. The big thing that I think I've failed to do for years is make clip content go across all of my platforms in short form video to sort of break into the TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, like all that kind of stuff, like that world. So I feel like a lot of companies are pushing that on their customer base. And if I'm not in that, then nobody's going to know I'm here. I just want people to know I'm here. I don't want people to follow me. I don't need followers. God, I would never want just people to come in and just drop a like, a sub, a follow for nothing. I want to find my people. And the only way I could do that is for the algos to like push me out everywhere, so that I can start to pop up on people's devices, and then they can choose if it seems like I'm a good fit. I don't want bad fit people to find me, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I want money and I want to be able to like survive, but I don't want to do it pandering to a bunch of people that we don't get along. Does that make sense? I've watched it too much. I'm watching big streamers right now, and big content creators look like they're doing what their audience wants them to do. And that makes me feel so gross for those people. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're making hand over fist money, but look at you. Your principles, your set of principles for a human being are based on what your audience wants out of you. Gross. Gross. Brother, I sent you some cool ass pics to check out whenever you get a chance. I will check them out when I'm not streaming. I love your face. Thank you for that. Also, you should I need to get you a sub so you can use my bat wings in addition to your flexi arms. I want you to have bat wings all the time. All right. So yeah, what I did. So here's the thing. Here's where I got stuck and why I think I need to do something different. Here I am at a slot machine trying to earn crazy money. I spent an inordinate amount of time running the slot machine, trying to make big money so that I could buy these pieces of equipment that would make the first two characters in my party look like the people from Mother 2. They're fake replica items. You wear them, and the boy looks kind of like Ness from Mother 2. The girl behind him kind of looks like Paula from Mother 2. And then I was hoping that if I faked those looks, I would be able to run in the movie theater. If you can run in the movie theater, maybe you can smash your way through the tiny hole in the speaker, and then you'll be in the sewers, which is probably some sort of a dungeon. But these slots do not pay out, or maybe they do, and my RNG is just terrible. I don't feel like stopping and playing the slots for hours is the way that they intended for you to play this game. I think I'm missing something in the theater. I just don't. Wait, what? Oh, you can do it. That's right. You can unlock that stuff with channel points. I forgot you could do that temporarily. I love that those are the ones you chose too. The objection hands. Now you can really screw around with that. Also, hang on while I do some housekeeping. How do I housekeep on this app, or do I need to do it somewhere else? Oh, here it is. Boop. Does this work? Hell yeah. I'm using a new chat app for me where I can see all of my channels a little bit better. It doesn't let me watch Kick or Instagram yet. So it's not fully caught up, but it's not bad. So I'm going to go back to the theater, and I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for a different answer. I thought the idea was look like the characters from Mother 2, and oh good, the game feels like it's moving a little bit better. Yeah, here right in the middle of the city, it says Empire Porky, but the city itself is called New Pork City, like New York City. Yeah, so I don't know that I need to earn the money to pay for the replica stuff so I can run in the theater, so I can smash through the speaker. That was kind of like my own weird pet theory, and now I'm thinking something else happened. Botrix, you are so late to the game. What would I do with... I don't know. It's just so slow to log in. I don't understand. I feel like it takes... How long have we been streaming? Almost half an hour? And it's just now like, oh yeah, I'm here doing my bot's job. You're free in the city. Master Porker is giving you your freedom. You're not who I want to talk to. Who's the theater people? Is this the theater? No, this is the arcade. Yeah, I'm not even close. We need to get one more screen over to the right. Oh, getting some bad lag in the game again. It's so weird. This game doesn't feel like it should lag like this. All right, remind me of what I need to do. Old times with Isaac. It's not you. Being gathered. Everyone's really here now. Somebody tell me about the theater. You're the dear and charming guest Master Porky is looking for. It's not you. One of you has info about New Pork City's theater, which I swear is the next. If I find while we're exploring that this is not the next thing to do, I'm gonna be mad. New from the sticks, you should buy some sophisticated goods. Did we buy this guy's stuff? No, he literally just sells hot dog sushi. That's gross. Although every time I play this game, it makes me want chili dogs. I need to talk to Oz to go grocery shopping for chili dogs tomorrow. Rabble, zabble, rabble. I'm trying to express in words this strange and creepy feeling in the air. Rabble, zabble, rabble. I don't remember him ever saying that. Did I never talk to this guy? Maybe I didn't talk to the people in the theater enough or didn't pay enough attention to what they were saying. Okay, this guy talks about stink bugs. And then they said there was a problem in the theater with a stink bug. And then I found the speaker that looks like the way the stink bug got in. I remember that. And then they said, oh yeah, that hole that leads down to the sewers. Stink bugs love sewers. So we found that's probably where the stink bug came from, was the sewers. Grandma didn't want to leave Tasmilly. Everyone else left to come here. Why don't I remember these people? I mean, it's only been a week, but I feel like I'd remember some of these dialogues. My granddaughter's always by my side. I'm so thankful. I love her more than my daughter. Oh, well, that's an overshare. That is an overshare. I don't feel like I remember these people. Maybe I didn't stop and talk enough to the people in the theater. Oh, you're here too, Damien? I guess everyone from Tasmania is here now. Everyone. No, I remember talking to her. I remember that dialogue. Oh, Damien, you looking for something? Whenever you're not really sure what to do, the theater's the best place to go. See, that's why this is... Okay, I'm glad I'm going back over the dialogue so I'm not like... feel like I'm losing my mind. Because this lady, or girl, for sure, is reminding me... The game told me the theater is the next step in the game. If the game says, go to the theater, you need to go to the theater. Ugh, I'm getting bad chugging on the game again. Troa. Heroes to a Troa friend. I apologize for my stuffy nose and general malaise. I am definitely sicker than I was yesterday. Yeah. It's really caught up to me. So I'm going to stream until I don't feel like streaming. I also just bit my lip right now. Literally just bit my lip talking to you. That's how dysfunctional I am today. And a Yeti. I know, my favorite Yeti of all the Yetis. Did you know that on Facebook, Yeti changed his last name to Halme? I've absorbed him into the family. Yeah, I'm gonna I will do this thing until I need to do the other thing, which is not die. You changed on Instagram too? Or is that all the same thing? When you change one thing on Meta, does it change it across all Meta platforms? Do you use Threads too? I was there for that one. He's your husband friend. I feel like that term is broadly applies to quite a large number of friends for some reason. I don't know how that happens. It doesn't matter how straight the friend is. They turn into a husband friend. Oh, welcome. Can I help you with something? Yes. This is the one that sells the fake bat and fake frying pan. And then the red hat. So we have the red hat, but they won't buy that I'm actually the kid from Mother 2. Probably not without the bat. But the bat is crazy more money than I have. And I spent crazy amount of time trying to earn money in a city that you can't fight enemies in. There's no enemy fights here. So the slots wasn't the way to do it. There aren't enemies to fight. I don't know how to get those items except to sell all of my other stuff, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do until it's confirmed that that's what I'd have to do, which would be an interesting twist for this game, to be like, hey, you're near the end of the game. The city's so expensive. You have to sell all of your gear to be able to afford these fake items to be able to progress the story. That'd kind of speak to New York City in a weird pastiche, right? There's no admission fee at this theater. We're showing a wonderful adventure movie personally selected by Master Porky himself. But apparently a stink bug snuck inside and stunk up the place. Right. Snuck in. I hate having to kill those things. Yuck. And then, so there is a stink bug in the theater. Apparently there's some kind of stinky, smelly bug in the theater. Yes. Yeah, I just confirmed that with the lady next to you. Were you listening? Maybe I should just blow this popsicle stand. Maybe you should. There will be tackle hugs. This is your only warning. Okay. So, yes. There's a stink bug in this theater. But I never saw it. Your leader's being held in the empty apartment. Empty apartments. Empty apartments, but you gotta go through the sewers to get there. As the name suggests, the place is empty. No one lives there at all. I don't remember that part. Did I really know mind so much of this dialogue? I think that I didn't think I was going to need to understand all of this. So I'd need to go through the sewers to get to these apartments to meet my leader, even though I don't know who my leader is. No one lives there at all. It's now a breeding ground for violent attack roaches, stink bugs, rats, and stuff. So you could probably find your way there by following a stink bug or something. So this is what I should have been doing, is follow a stink bug through the sewers into the apartments. But I don't know how to follow a stink bug. Only problem is they smell really, really nasty. I'm talking major stinkage here. Okay. Wait, he does say something different. That's what I think is happening here, honestly. I think all of these people had an intro dialogue, and after you speak with them first, they each have a secondary dialogue that I'm hearing now. That's gotta be what I'm hearing. Sorry, it was part of the prophecy. Tackle hugs. Rumor has it, whenever you guys do something, earthquakes and tremors and stuff happen. What in the world do you guys do? I don't know. What do we do? Stink bugs stick up the place wherever they go. You know, like these seats. Some of them smell bad. The seats, some of them smell bad. I didn't even try looking at the seats yet. Did they, honestly, if any of you remember last week, did I hear these people say these things and okay, let's keep going? I feel like now that I'm paying attention, like I'm hearing this stuff for the first time. Maybe it's all just I'm hearing their secondary dialogue, and their primary dialogue was what I heard first, and I was like, oh, they couldn't possibly have two things to say. Wow, that hole in the speaker leads directly into the sewer system. Absolutely unbelievable. So that's why this theater stinks to high heaven. I heard, now that might be it too. I heard her say this, and I may have disregarded everybody else. Because other people are saying there's a stink bug in the theater, follow the stink bug, the seats, some of the seats smell really bad. And then she talked about the hole, and I couldn't pay attention to anything else. It even looks like stink bugs use it to come and go as they please. Yeah, I heard that, and I think I ignored everyone else's dialogue from that point on. A stink bug? Yeah, I saw one earlier. Where could it have gone? Some people say if you take a big whiff of the stink bug smell, your memory will improve. I don't know why that. This guy and the researcher outside both said that, and that seems like a really gross memory hack. If that's true, I'd sniff one without a second thought. Okay, I remember him saying that. I do. And the whole movie up above is all Mother 2 stuff. It wasn't that long ago we played that game. I remember all those things. Right there is where we drank that coffee that drugged us. Because they apparently like drugging kids in Mother games. This area stinks. Okay. This area stinks. I don't know if this is the answer. This area really stinks. Maybe this is the answer. The lady said the seats. And I did not check the seats. We're going to find a stink bug. God, if this was it. I spent so much time not back at this. A lot of the time was off stream. And I did spend a lot of that time, honestly, just rolling slot machines. It's just not a big deal. You smash the A button until you win. I didn't really win. I didn't save that run. I was just like, you know what? This feels like such a waste of my time. Did we find a stink bug? Wait. Little D's kneeling down. Oh my goodness. This was it the whole time. What you see, Little D? It's a little stink bug. Oh, he's up on stage now. He sounds scary. Oh, God. Oh, God. Where are you going? Oh, he's gone. Oh, hey, Stuart. Oh, probably don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to. Okay, so the dog fits in the hole. And now we are missing a party member. Did I do the right thing? Wait, I don't remember that face. I just lost one of my party members. And these people don't say anything new. You guys didn't watch me just scare the stink bug away and lose my dog? Nobody's monologue changed. Monologue, dialogue, whatever. Lady, you? You want to go in the sewers, don't you? What weirdos. Anyway, you can't get in through there. Where was it again? I seem to recall there being an entrance somewhere, but it was someplace stupid. And there was a ladder going down. And then I used to work part-time there a long time ago. I can't remember. Okay. I decided to go like really heavy New Yorker with some of these characters. I hope that's okay, because we're in Newport. I'm going to save the game, I guess, even though I'm literally a player down. Also, do we want to deposit our DP? I feel uncomfortable holding all this DP now because I'm not going to sit here and play the slots. Save. Oh, I don't like this. Bye, Stuart. Even on the save. His face disappears. She said a ladder. I do know where there's a ladder. So I feel significantly less stuck. But I swear I even checked that place because I was like, I wonder if there's a secret in this area. I even thought about this as far as the sewers go because there's all these sewer pipes here. These weird sewer pipes going down and then these weird sewer pipes that stick up. I looked at this place, right? Those of you who were here in the last stream for this, do you remember me smashing into these pipes? Which apparently when you press down on them from up above, the pipe moves you to the side, which is kind of weird. I inspected like every one of these pipes going, maybe there's a way into the sewers from here. And that was so stupid because there wasn't. But here's the ladder. So, and she said it was someplace stupid. Well, this statue, in my opinion, is pretty stupid. So I feel like this is the place. Jam! You're in a space where I think you need a thing. I'm certain you're right. Is Mario in the pipes? I guess we can find out. Hang on, I got a thing to fix on OBS. Boop. Oh, that's so much better. Hi, I got significantly sicker between yesterday and today. I felt like yesterday's stream was pretty good, right? I was sick. I knew I was sick. But you know how to make me feel better no matter what. It's so stupid. That's my own little creation, and yet it's like I feel like it's like laughing at your own joke. But every time I see that, it makes me happy. It brings me so much joy. That and the other thing, but the other thing costs money. It's my secret thing that I think only Silvos and I can't remember who else. I wish I would have remembered. 2 people have triggered in the past. Sick is no fun. I fully agree. But nice is always fun. Okay, so we're here in the sewers. This is where the lady said she used to work because there's a ladder right by here. I just said it was really stupid. So what does really stupid way into the sewers mean? I guess we could just explore everything around here until we find an answer. I even pushed against like this tree from behind. I think I already did all this. Just to see if there's like a secret or like... I guess I didn't inspect all the trash, did I? I swear I did. Can you just like jump down? Imagine you just like walk to the edge and bloop, you're in that big purple nasty goo. Oh, what about this weird rock? I'm questioning everything. She told me come here. I feel like that's an important component of the story. I smushed every piece of this room, I feel. You sell dangerous things. I like those things. I think I might have bought some of those things. Maybe not. Can I get past the pig? You cannot get past the pig. Then there are these weird, stupid barber poles. I don't think you could do anything with those. So when she said really stupid, there's also this like weird hole on the side of the tree. Can we walk into the knot? No, you cannot. Apparently this statue of Master Porky isn't just something to look at and marvel. More specifically, it's supposedly the divine protector of the city. I also hear some morons somewhere picked a fight with it and wound up in a world of hurt. Okay, yeah. So if that's the case, do we pick a fight with the statue? I even pushed against the back of this, right? Like there isn't like a secret entrance behind it. Can you inspect something back here? No, you cannot. There's nothing back there. There's nothing off to the side here. It's just street. The smartest, bravest, and toughest chubster of all time. Here stands a statue of our great leader, Master Porky. Okay. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing else that this does. So you can't challenge it to a fight or anything like that. You can't inspect it from the side. You can't push it like a Legend of Zelda statue. Just push it off to the side and there's... She said it was stupid. It would be the stupidest thing to do in this. On the screen. Oh, like run into something, maybe. I guess I forget that you can run into things, but I tried that with the what's it? The theater speaker. Sometimes smashing into things is the solver, the solution to this. Smash those TVs. No, it's not that either. You just run off the edge? No. I wish there was something from Smash Brothers I remembered that's like, oh yeah, you do this thing in Smash Brothers too. But I don't think that game's a spoiler to this game in any way. Could I always get this high back behind the tree? I feel like nah, but there's nothing back in this corner. Well, I guess it's not running into things. The girl led me astray? No, it couldn't be. There's got to be something you could do here. The game wouldn't just lead you to a dead end, would it? I don't feel like there's a way past the pig. Like, I just want to go behind him because it looks like you can walk past that cliff. But I don't see a way at all in the screen. Normally, I do feel like I give up on things a little quick. In games, like Oz says, I play the missed games too fast. What about this, like, tap? What if you turned on the tap and it opened up a secret entrance? That's clearly not it, though. There was a ladder, she said. This is literally the only ladder in the whole city. You've got nothing else to say to me. Except somebody picked a fight. Oh, we never ran into the statue. Do you want to run into the statue? Oh, man, what if this is it? Boop. Oh. Is that not enough? Does that not do it for you, Porky? I don't think that's doing it. Darn. I picked a fight with the statue, right? There's nothing over here. It looks like you can kind of go off screen a little bit, but no, that's not it either. There is a ladder. There's no other ladders, right? This one is a staircase. There's a vending machine. There's carnival rides. There's the slots. That's the only ladder. Yeah, it even shows the ladder on this map, which makes me super inclined to feel like you come here, you interact with the ladder. Been hate watching Kraken the Hunter. It's confusingly bad. Why do you keep watching it? That seems like you're just putting yourself through something for some reason. Oh, not Kraken. Craven? Okay. But it's bad. So why? She used to work here. What do you mean used to work here? There's nothing you could do on the ladder. You can't even inspect the sides. Oh, you can once you get down to like this part. But you get a little bit higher up the ladder, you lose that ability. So I'm going to go back to the theater. I want to talk to more than just her because maybe somebody else's dialogue is also changed. Wait, where am I going? Through the Tory Gate and off to the right. Past the arcade. Past you guys. We did have a big event happen, so maybe other people have different dialogue options. The sewers, you can't get in through there. Entrance somewhere, but it was someplace stupid. There was a ladder going down. So, okay, maybe not that ladder. Maybe not that ladder, actually, now that I think about it. Because that ladder doesn't go down into the sewers. I used to work part-time there a long time ago. I thought stink bugs were supposed to... Oh, yeah, we can't run in the theater. I know. That was my red herring from before. Well, how was it? Was the theater filled with stink? Yeah, it sure was. Sure was. You just say the memorization thing. It's fine. Rabble zabble. Yeah. You guys say anything new? Stink bug. Oh, you haven't said anything new. Okay. So let's think again. She said she worked there part-time, so maybe she didn't work at the tree with the nasty sewage pipes next to it. Did you work in the arcade? I don't feel like there's a ladder down here. Unless... we could like bust through a wall or something. There's also a mop here. It was something really stupid she said. Oh, what if it's that that Android run restaurant? Where was that? This one, Beauty and Tasty. She was blonde, but these are all robots, so I don't think it would be here. But it's worth a check. Imagine one human employee working with a ton of robots. That'd be creepy. Shops filled to the brim with pretty girls. Today's menu. Yeah. Lots and lots of chili stuff. I regret having clicked on that. There are these doors that we couldn't get past before. Cleaning supply closet. Can we bust that door? No. And the other one was just the bathroom, though. The bathroom might have a sewer entrance. This is a restroom. That door you're knocking on leads to a restroom. What business do you have in a restroom? We'll keep knocking. Let me in. No, it's not that. But this place does have this behind the counter area that looks like it also has a door that leads off to the right there. And this place is, in my opinion, really, really stupid. But I don't think this is it. I thought it was. Fill up on your favorite food. That's restaurant's a rule. I'm not going to buy your expensive food. I'm also don't believe that spending DP is the way to get through this. I think it's a dung beetle. So she says something about beetles. There's not a sewer entrance near you, is it? Okay. Broken. I'm so broken. This town's filling up with more and more people, but the shop still as empty as ever because it's stupid. I feel like that might be a place. Maybe not. The amusement park's kind of dumb. I feel like all the places you work here would be kind of dumb. So she also could have worked up here. She just said a ladder down. Let's see a ladder down here. Why doesn't she remember where she worked? You also could have worked here at the big building. But I don't feel like this would be a place to say I worked there and it was stupid. There was a ladder down. What other places are there to work around here? I don't think there are any outdoor venues here that have shops or a place to work per se. Oh, I never came back here. Can you walk? Oh, darn. I was like, maybe there's a secret path here. There is. And it's not really. You could just walk behind the sign. This guy, this one's the launch pad where we landed here. There's nothing to do on the screen. It's kind of a waste of a screen. room feels like there should be something. It sounds cool anyway. I don't see a ladder anywhere. She didn't work part-time in the theater, did she? That would be really stupid if this was the place that also had the down ladder. No, she said you can't get there from here. Couldn't be. Couldn't be. Help me out, lady of the center of the city. No, she doesn't have answers for me either. Could it be this old Taj Mahal thing? I think we tried to enter some of these other like weird fake buildings. I could also imagine like it could literally be just out here in the open, but because this place is so visually noisy, then we just might miss it. Ladders, ladders everywhere. No, no ladders anywhere. This lady does talk about being creeped out by a bug. Or lady robot. I feel like this guy doesn't change his dialogue enough to make it like you click here 3 times and he opens the door. I'll try it. No. He's being weird, but not weird enough. Why can't you just go into doors? I don't like a place that has doors that you can't actually go into. You can't bust these walls. This game also doesn't have like secrets where you use your run to bust into walls. Or I would just do that. Yeah, somebody said it's the rule here to eat your favorite food. That could be a secret. But this person also doesn't sell chili dog, which would be Lil D's favorite food. There's just no way they would have hidden a ladder here, right? Alright, I don't see it. Don't see it. I don't think that's it. There's only this, the amusement park and the arcade. As far as I can tell. Gotta move slower. Really look. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, what if she worked at the slot machine? That's a really dumb job too. Part-time gig at the slots. Move a little bit slower and I'll really take a look around where I'm walking. She said it was stupid, like really dumb, right? Like she really emphasized that. When we find it, I'm going to stare at you guys with flat eyes because it's going to be such a really stupid place that we've discovered is the place. I bet you. Bet you. Yeah, thinking about it, when she said she had a part-time job, it wouldn't be here. This is like the dump, right? The dump and the sewers. There's no job to be had here. It's nothing here on this screen. I'm fairly certain it's not out in the open. But we should take things a little bit slower. Can we get outside of this pillared area? No. Looking anywhere for just a ladder down or a sewer a manhole would work. There's a chair in the middle of nowhere. Can we go off to the side of this? No. Can you go through? Whoa! Hang on, you guys. I've never been down here. We're behind some of the fake storefronts. If this is just a dead end, I'll be a little bit sad. But I didn't know that you could walk right through that gate. Oh no, that's really it. It's a very small space. I was so excited. I was like, look, there's a way. Imagine there's just a ladder right here at the bottom, at the edge of the cliff. You just walk right down that. That would be delightful, but that does not appear to be the answer. Okay, there's this guy you can run into. You can piss him off. I think he just says the same thing all the time, though. There's no indication we're doing anything when we bump him. He's like one of the only bumpable people in the game, too. What if the ladder down was pretty close to the theater, though? That could be a thing. Maybe you worked driving this train. Or sleeping in this bed. Or as a pigman. Or as a vending person. You can't get behind this theater building, can we? Twitch, see you on the other side of ads. For those who can't ad skip. She is the only person that says something new. I know this sounds so stupid, but I'm gonna really nitpick her words. Listen very carefully to what she says. You can't get in through there. Where was it again? Seem to recall there being an entrance somewhere, but it was someplace stupid. And there was a ladder going down. And that I used to work part-time there a long time ago. The hole in the speaker seems to lead into the sewers. Go through it. Yes. Be a bit difficult for people to fit through this. So, yeah, we can't. Whoops. Can't ourselves go through there. She used to work part-time. The place was someplace stupid. Did you find the entrance to this? Oh, I should have stayed in the same room and talked to her twice. Did you find the entrance to the sewers? It was in a stupid place, wasn't it? I don't remember anything about it, though. Is it? Is it in a stupid place? Could you have worked here in the theater? Could it be here? There's no stairs here. Or stairs. No ladder here. So she does have a secondary dialogue. Ladder going down. Used to work part-time. Stupid place. Ladder going down. Used to work there. Now she won't say anything else. She just says she can't remember, so if I could only get a stink bug to her, she would remember. But I don't know how to get a stink bug to her. Oh! What if we just get another stink bug? Are there more stink bugs to be found here? Can we find more stink bugs? Kit! Hi, Kit. Frog in the theater. They're everywhere. The frogs are our friends. Now it doesn't stink in here. So it's not we can't get another stink bug to help her jog her memory. Kit, what's good in your hood? Oh yeah, we can't run. We can't run. Sorry. I know we can't run. I know. Kit, I've progressed to rather sick between last stream and this one. I caught the ick, and I was like, oh, yeah, I could still stream, and this is fine. And yesterday, I felt like it was a good stream. And I felt pretty good, even by the end of the stream. Today, just downhill. Just a downward spiral. She worked someplace. It was really stupid. What does really stupid mean? This whole city is really stupid, but that's our clue, is that it was a really stupid place to work. The arcade, I don't feel like this is really stupid. It's just an arcade. Really stupid place to work. I feel like it's the restaurant. I don't see anything special. Unless it's around the outside. Around the outside. That could be a thing. Maybe we're just not paying enough attention to the outside of these places. Oh yeah, they did. These people are kind of obsessed with these weird totems. Oh, this array of artisticness I see before me. The lioness gushing forth from it, the maskness dripping from it, and this nose hairness, and the archaicness. It's so magnificent, it's positively frightening. Thanks. Donna's a sucker for art. She's been stuck to this spot for what seems forever now. Oh. Oh, can we move you? Can we get her to not be here? No. Okay. I thought maybe that could be a thing. Like, oh, if you're really stuck to a place, maybe that means we need to get you to move. Show me your moves. This beauty and tasty place is a stupid place to work. This would be the dumbest place I could think of in the whole city. No problem here. We literally can't inspect the other one of these. It does look weird. Like you should be able to press a button on it or pull its nose hairs or something. And then voila, there's a secret entrance behind it. Sinus ache or virus ache? I think it's just sinus. I'm congested, stuffy, pressure, lots of post-nasal treasure. It's been a rough day. We were working in the yard, trying to figure out a strategy to not let the girls' little seed project die because they have some seeds with wet paper towels in plastic bags, and they're starting to mold. We're like, we got to get these into the dirt stat. And we all went outside, and I could have just laid down in the dirt and just took a dirt nap. Porky Viking ship. This would be a stupid place to work, too. Porky coaster. Porky wheel. It says kissing aloud. It does. Porky cups. There isn't a ladder here, though. It says there's a ladder down. It has to be something real stupid, too. That's the thing. That's the secret. When we find it, we're going to be mad at the game. Oh, there's also this Porky go-round, also known as a piggy. That's dumb. So where's the ladder down? Once we find it, we'll be upset that we did, I'm pretty sure. Be like, oh my god, it was here all the time. I walked past this 20 times, looping in this stupid city. You take a daily allergy med? I don't think I'm allergic to anything. Every season that we've been here around this time, which is where the spores happen, and it gets like really glorious here. Like the green, the neon green fluff from the pine trees covers everything. You can't breathe without breathing in somebody's attempts at spawning new life going right up your nose. I've never been allergic to plants. I've grown up between both coasts and been exposed to a large number of allergens. And year after year after year, it hasn't been a thing. My friend who moved here to this region before we did, he said, oh, if you've never been allergic before, just wait. Like, it's going to wear you down. And 1 year, you're going to start to be allergic. But here's the thing, and this is why I don't think this one is the year where I've suddenly become allergic to everything. The little's been fine. The tiny had bad head cold and then coughed into my eyeballs and has been cuddling me this whole last week for solace. She doesn't want mama, she wants me. And coughing into my orifices is the number one way I get sick these days. So that's it. That's my fan theory anyways. Could I be allergic? Could be. But I'm pretty sure it was the snotty kid that was coughing into my mucosal membranes daily for a week. My little Loki has a wonky wobble. Aw. I think my limp is part of why he picked me. That's so sweet. That'll do it. I think that did it. That probably did it. You could play these games. Korean game here. There's a bunch of non-playable games here. Attack of the Terrifying Raw Oysters. Pinball games. Baked Yam game. I mean, this place is stupid, but not really stupid. Dance Dance Business Kimono. Pinball game that's clearly not a pinball game. Baked Yam game. A mop. These 10DP games. I tried some of these, but they weren't that interesting. Though they did make me blush. We were going to look up why these characters blushed when they were on the limousine ride. I remember that. Because I think there's something lost in the Japanese translation over to English that must have done it. If anybody knows this game and wants to drop a hint at this time, I don't want to look at walkthroughs for Mother 3, but I feel like we're at an impasse, right? Do you say anything new about stink bugs now? You weirdo staring at that wall. Nope, same thing. So the blonde lady says it's a part-time job she used to have that she's forgot, which means we could try to get a stink bug to refresh her memory, but I don't know where to get a stink bug. That there's a ladder down and that the part-time job she used to have was at a place that was really stupid. So it's a really stupid job in this city. I wish Loki was a unicorn. I mean, Loki might have unicorn spirit. Try talking to the people in Beauty and Tasty again. This place seems like the dumbest place in the game. I hate this place. I feel like this would be it. I've talked to everybody here so many times, though. Can't bust through that door. What would you even... I don't know. There's no indication that there's a ladder down here. That one says she's not a robot, but I don't believe it. This one screams about a dung beetle. So, yeah, what is she on about? Because her wigged out about a beetle. But I don't... Like, where and why? What is she worried about? What beetle? Where? I have spectacular allergies to ragweed, which grows all year in my area. Oh, no. Can you just burn it all down? Everywhere you have to go. Not a hint, but have you heard the theory that the guy at the stand is actually Ness? Wait, what stand? I kind of want to see. The Loki of the teeniest of the littles is... Oh, Loki of the teeniest of the littles is Lord of all minds Lokis. And yes, my pup. He's a buddy who's bitty and things go on from there. Don't worry about spelling. You don't have to spell good to be in this stream, I promise. I'm the proud dog grandma of a 4-pound Chihuahua teeny named Twilight Sparkle. Good name. What stand would we find? Oh, there's that one hot dog stand. The one that's, or hot dog sushi or whatever, that's right outside the theater. People think that somebody is Ness. This guy could be. Look, he's older. He's got some shading around his like jawline, which means maybe he's got some 5 o'clock shadow. Maybe he's balding a little bit. What if this was Ness? He's got the black hair. I never said no to him. Oh, okay. Then please stay lame for the rest of your life. Wow, rude. Yeah, it could be him. I mean, he's missing the iconic clothes, but who cares? That could definitely be him. This would be a stupid job. This guy doesn't say anything new. Older daughter's allergic to grass. Ugh, that sucks too. She's on an OTC allergy pill, a remedy allergy pill, and a nasal spray to manage. Oof. That's got to be... I mean, also, it sucks how much grass we've planted everywhere just to try to... I don't know why we have so much grass. I don't know why grass is a thing, but... If we knew that we could do hypoallergenic planting, why haven't we done it? Why stick with stuff where people have bad allergies? Or maybe everyone's allergic. Or not everyone. That's not what I mean. Maybe every plant gets somebody messed up. That's what I meant to say. So there's nothing you could really choose that would help out, that would benefit everybody. These rides are pretty dumb. I don't feel like this is what I would consider stupid. Stupid would be hidden somewhere and in a dumb place, like a place you wouldn't check. Am I just too smart for this game? I'm just kidding. I would check behind the Porky statue because not everybody must like him. Some people would probably think he's dumb, but that's also not a job. She said it was a job she used to work at. There are all these other weird random places like sprinkled all over the city too. But they're all like behind guardrails for the most part. So it's like you don't really have much of an option to walk half the city. It's there for shiggles. There for you to stare at, but you can't actually do anything with. You can get yourself hidden behind these some of these buildings too, which would allow the game to put like a hidden path. But we've only found the one hidden path, and it was remarkably very little to do. Most everything has nothing interactive. These folks are just here on a date, right? Wait, what did this guy say? DCMC are going to have a concert. The city might not be half bad. There's a lab. My HOA tries to get me over grass. They got mad about dandelions. Ugh. I have not heard one positive story about HOAs ever, unless you're old, crotchety, and really upset about your neighbors all the time. If the one thing you want to do is stare at what your neighbors are up to and complain about them to somebody, then HOAs are probably your thing. But if you're not that person, I don't think HOAs serve the greater good almost anywhere. I wish you could abolish them. I threatened to plant creeping phlox to overtake the neighborhood. Yeah. The grass is mowed, and I have some. Beyond that, don't push me. Seriously. We have dandelions. But we also don't have an HOA here, so that's kind of nice. I would kind of figure that because there's a sewer entrance from the from the theater that the ladder down to the sewers would be near. If not in the theater itself, near the theater. Wouldn't have to go far. But I think I pushed on all the walls and stuff here. I didn't find anything. I know a guy that was really bummed out he didn't have one. Does he know anything about HOAs? What was he looking for that he thought he would get? He had neighbors doing car painting and auto repair out of their houses. Isn't that just like, if you don't have a permit for that, you could just report them to the city. You wouldn't need a whole HOA for that. They have all kinds of toxic shit in the air and ground. Again, like city, you file a complaint, you get some folks in. Cities love to make cheap revenue. If they could just send one little agent to take a look around, like, hey, can I just inspect this place? I heard there was, you know, unpermitted activity and even some like illegal dumping. You could fine them for thousands of dollars, just make some free money. Cities love making free money. They drained it through his property. Oh, yeah, that's definitely. HOAs are able to stop that kind of shit. I mean, yeah, but for all the other shit that they do, I don't think that's the solution. This was in Ohio, and yes, he tried. Oh, I'm sorry that happened in Ohio. He wasn't necessarily in a city. Oh, gotcha. If it was that easy, he would have done it. I understand. Still, that sucks. I would have kept escalating. Like, you're not quite in a city. That's like, all right, talk to the county. If the county won't answer, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to talk to the state. Because, like, at some point, some politician will be like, there's illegal activity happening. There's a non-permitted function going on within our jurisdiction. Well, we could you know, file a citation or whatever for that. Let's make this happen. Let's do this thing. Let's ream these guys for money. That's what small government likes to do generally. Big government in some cases too. Once had the pleasure of listening to a senator go over the course of what most of their time being senator is. And there's a remarkable amount of time spent as a senator pandering for money. That sounds really awful in some regards. I don't think I would ever want to spend the vast majority of my job trying to seek out more and more and more revenue from people. Some of that can be kind of pleasant, like going to dinner parties and whining and dining folks that you think you can pump for money after the fact if they like you enough. But, I don't know. Gives me the icks. I'm petty. I'd be calling every government agency and dumping bacon grease and scraps in their yard for the wild animals. Yeah. Those vehicles would be wildlife homes in no time. Nice. Can we get in here yet? Oh, yeah, you can get in here. This would be a dumb place to work too, wouldn't it? I forgot you can get in here. Did she work here? Does this elevator work now? Service repairs in progress. Still no elevator. Okay. Statue of Mr. Porker looks like a lot like a kid, don't you think? What do you think's up with that? Yeah, I don't know. Probably because it's a kid. Has anyone ever seen Master Porky before? How old do you think he is? It must be amazing to, what? To build a city like this. Yeah, I'm sure he built it. But just has a shit ton of money and pays other people to build it. Oh, even you end up coming here? Please don't cause us any more trouble. Rude. I'm just checking for double dialogue or secondary dialogues from these folks. Yeah, it's the same dialogue. Did she used to work here? This would be a stupid place to work, in theory. What if the sewer is in the hot tub? It's been in the hot tub all along. You just open this and the whole hot tub pours down the drain. All right. don't see anything going on there. This would be a place to have a sewer grate, though. You can't get back behind these things. She didn't say a sewer grate, though. She'd say a ladder down. My father-in-law was one of those people with all the vehicles. I had definitely lived around a lot of those folks. When he died, it took weeks to drag off all the broken vehicles. Some people just feel the need to hoard things incessantly. Go, well, I'm going to work on that one day. Well, I'm using that one for parts. Well, I want to eventually do this with this one. I'm going to sell these. Well, they're up on auction, or I'm waiting for something. I remember this part. For some reason, I like being talked to from behind like that. That's it's one of the more yikesy parts of this game. Well, I guess it's not here. I remember that you can actually go in here, but I don't see a ladder anywhere inside or outside the building. I'm gonna have to look this up, aren't I? I don't want to look this up. I don't want to look at a... Thank you, Toady. Somebody do me a favor and look at a walkthrough so that I don't have to accidentally see something I don't want to see. And let's help this thing along a little bit. Give me a subtle nudge somehow. Thank you for the self-care, Toady. Erased. Hello. Should I save the game? I haven't saved the game in a while, but I've done literally nothing. I suppose I'll go give you a hit. Check out the arcade a bit more. Thank you. I did not, and I should. What I ought to do, and I didn't do this enough, was I've been walking around with zero money. And I thought maybe I shouldn't play these games over and over again. But I haven't tried all the games. And I'll also do as Toady says, I will save the game as well. Because I'm about to spend some money too. Walkthrough search for... Oh, I think we have our hint. We're going to do what Erased said. DP stuff. Let's just take out, I don't know, like 100. Toady, what's good? I am LASIK. I apologize for all of my sniffling and just overall malaise. But I'm here. I'm here until I don't feel like being here. I promised Oz that I would listen to you guys and listen to my body. And if I felt particularly too ick to continue to stream, that she said, I think her words were, your community would want you to prioritize your health. And I was like, eh. And then she gave me a mad dog look. And I was like, okay, you're probably right. They probably would. Okay, first, before we go spending money in the arcade, let's just look outside. Because I don't know that I've done this nearly well enough. Just making sure there's nothing like hiding on the outside part of the arcade that I could have missed. What was this again? Arcade 1-up. By all means, hang out inside. Oh, Damien, did you follow me here for my slightly unclean and not very tasty cookies? Because I don't make those anymore. Have you forgotten? I have not forgotten about your nasty cookies. Thanks, sir. I don't think there's anything outside. That Oz is a smart woman. That's why we're together. What's good is the cold weather is doing wonders for not melting. I couldn't be happier that you're getting into the cold parts of your season. This fog, I forgot there's a fog in here too. We don't need anything from you. Okay. Nothing there. There's the mop. There's these games. Yes, try the game. It's going to bump back to 30 tomorrow. Ugh, but it's a nice 17 today. That's kind of how our weather is. It's very ping-pongy sometimes, especially spring and fall. You really can't cancel this either. Once you start this game, you gotta play it all the way through. So he blushes at the end of this too, just like in Limousine Ride. Why? Why? In one sense, you feel completely satisfied. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Try this one. Do the bugs and spiders and snakes go back to hell when it's cold there? That's a good question. That was one reason why we were really happy that winters get as cold as they do here, because all the mosquitoes finally go away. Our backyard was particularly like mosquito central. And then we filled up a hole, and we don't have a sinkhole in the backyard anymore, so we don't have a bad mosquito problem. And then, I'm going to say this because I don't think they're watching this stream. Our neighbors have risen their land, or I should say the neighbors that are lower than us in overall elevation have added backyard content to their backyard. They've filled places that they say are an attempt to benefit getting the mower back and forth in areas and stop the danger of water flowing towards their garage and all this sort of stuff. But what is really happening as they're doing this project is our water doesn't go into their yard anymore. But they're downhill from us. Our water has to go somewhere. And right now, it's stopping at us. What we could do, being really petty, but this would cost money usually, is find a bunch of dirt and raise our yard. Force them to raise their yard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to solve this one. Some bugs invade my home in the winter. Oh, God. Because they're like, oh, it's awful outside. Here's a lovely home. Let's live with Toady now. If only fire ants fucked off too. Yeah, we get the Florida invader fire ants, and they're awful. They burn like no fire ant I've ever been bit by before. California fire ants, you get bit, you have this like nasty red pulsing wound that like hurts so bad, and especially if you get lots of bites. It's like, yeah, it's really venomous and just sucks. It hurts. But the Floridian fire ants, it feels like after the poison's gotten inside of you, venom, it keeps pulsing like a brand new bite over and over and over. Like every 30 seconds to a minute, you'll feel a fresh bite sensation. The California ones never did that. They hurt, they leave a welt, but never that bad. The Floridian ones are the worst. Mosquitoes went back to hell as it froze over in Utah too. Nice. Do the neighbors know you're a streamer? They do, but they don't know my channel. I literally don't expect people to try to just search me, or I think I would have more. I don't know, like people know me. I mean, in my real life, but I surprisingly get a very small amount of real life people that I meet face to face hopping into my streams or like watching my videos and leaving comments. Maybe they cyberstalk me, and I don't know it. But all of y'all that I talk with regularly, you're here regularly, and even, you know, new people that pop in I say hi to. There's no indication I've ever met you. So I don't think, and I don't think this is common, right? You meet somebody, you're like, hey, what's your name? Mike, oh, cool. You know, what's your last name? Let me put you in my phone. Your next thought, most people, I'm a little bit creepy, but most people don't think, I'm going to Google you right now. I'm going to Google you and see what I find. I do this and Oz does this, but we're creepy people. But most people, you meet somebody, you get their name, and your first thought isn't, let's find everything we can find about them online. It's mostly ants that come in trying to figure out if it's a weather thing or roommates being lazy thing, ew, yeah. I've had some bad roommates that have caused some real pest problems. It sucks. That part sucks. Build a bog garden. One of my nieces, the 3-year-old, with the 3-year-old triplet, one of those nieces, tangled with Florida fire ants recently. Oh no. She had a slight reaction, but it was enough to warrant carrying an EpiPen. One time when the tiny was particularly tiny, she dropped her stuffy in the yard. It just happened to land on a fire ant nest. And the fire ants found the stuffy and they were pissed. They were like, this thing is going to die. We're going to disassemble it. We're going to feed it to our egg and our queen. And they were like all over it, like biting it voraciously. Dozens, maybe 100, maybe 200 ants on this one tiny little stuffy. They were trying to kill it. Completely kill it. Like absolutely like piranha swarming a cow levels of ants. And the tiny didn't know the danger. And she's like, my stuffy, and went and grabbed it. And they just swarmed her and bit her easily 30, 40 times as we're trying to get them all off of her. We didn't need an EpiPen, but she was reprogrammed that day. That was like before core memory, but at the same time, something instinctive. Like she now tells anybody who's standing near anything that looks like an anthill to move, and that place is dangerous. So something in her remembers something. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the odds of you meeting me is slim, but not zero. The kid says the same thing. Fire ants are xenomorphs? Yeah, they're seriously angry. As it stands, definitely close to zero. It's true. Fire ants are no joke. One of my uncles stepped into a ditch full of them while golfing. Ugh. Had a bad leg for over a week. Yeah, brutal. When we were working on that sinkhole that I mentioned earlier with all the mosquitoes, at first we weren't filling it up. We were just trying to clear it out of poison ivy and a bunch of nasty stuff that was growing in there to try to... I don't know what we were going to do. We were just trying to clean the area out. Thanks, Toady. I'm right as the mail. And I must not have realized as I was digging in the area to just fix things, I must have opened up an ant nest. I was wearing boots. I had my pants tucked into my boots, thick jeans, and a shirt. I feel like they tried to bite me all the way up. They were swarming up my legs, but they couldn't get to me. So I didn't actually notice that I had done this to their nest for some time. I was like sweating my eyes, like focusing on the kids to make sure that they weren't in the poison ivy back then. Now the yard is mostly poison ivy free. But back then I was really nervous and they were much younger. And so I'm working, I'm sweating, and I don't notice anything until maybe about a dozen or 2 dozen of them find their way up over my shirt collar and my shirt sleeves and start biting my torso. So they didn't get through all of my, thick clothes on my bottom half, luckily. But suddenly I was getting all of these like rib stabs, and I had panicked and ran and tossed all my clothes in the laundry and jumped in the shower, and it was just it was awful. I stopped working for the rest of the day. They hurt so bad, and they just keep hurting and pulsing and hurting. Yes, I will do your self-care. Ugh. Are you challenging chat now? That's it. Oz and I are planning to go visit Toady now. That's our next thing. I'll put up a stream goal for the plane tickets. Oh, we need passports too, because mine's expired. I think Oz's is expired too. And we're going to go and say hi to Toady. It has to happen. Why? To what end? What are we going to do with it? Are we going to make travel vlogs starting with Toady's place? Maybe. Okay, just playing all the games. I don't know why we're playing all the games, but we're trying to play all the games. Okay. Played 4 games, and we feel a weird sense of blushing satisfaction from these games. We did it. And now we need a mop because we feel so satisfied. Pinball game, Dance as Business Kimono. Baked yam game. Crane game that's not playable. Baked yam game. Pinball. Whoops. I was trying to smash the pinball. Guess you can't run right into the pinball game. Totally owning at this game, so don't talk to me, gosh. Don't you dare try to ram me. We tried to ram him. Told you not to ram into me. Now I gotta start all over again. Grumble, grumble. And he says it again. I think there's just a canned group of things that he says. Pinball, great new arrival. We've been waiting for it. Attack of the terrifying raw oysters. We read that too. I feel like we did everything here. Oh, hang on. Did I forget this guy? Wait, did he say this before? I've been hearing a dog whimpering for a while. I think it's somewhere right below us. He changed dialogue. I didn't even think to talk to this guy. Until literally just now when I spent all that money on this stupid arcade machine. He's hearing Stuart. I can't go check it out, though. The reason being that I'm afraid of dogs. Seriously, their noses are wet. They wag their tails. They lick people's faces. Ugh, I totally can't handle that. So, could you go look for the dog instead? Yes, I will go look for the dog instead. Really? You must like dogs then. So, you'll go look for me? Okay, I'll open this heavy cover. What heavy cover? I'm putting myself at major risk, though. Okay. I'll open the sewer entrance for you. You already said that. Here goes nothing. Biggest build-up for what? For that. Thanks, dude. Let's save. So dumb. So dumb. Was that a dumb thing? Did we feel like it was a stupid place for a sewer? Yes, we did. I don't think I would have ever thought to talk to that guy specifically twice. I don't even remember what he said before the sewer comments. I just wrote him off as being anyone worth talking to. And the fact that you need to talk to somebody to progress this. I figured it was going to be a secret I would find. I would find the ladder, not you talk to somebody and he opens the ladder for you. I feel ashamed. A little bit ashamed. Thank you. I appreciate erased your subtle clue. Even getting me here, I still didn't solve it for so long. We also got into a nice conversation about creepy crawlies. Yeah. I wouldn't mind the company is all I'm saying. Aw. Yeah, I think we would get along. IRL. Nearly 2 a.m. and Trixie the cat has the zoomies. Of course, it is witching hour for kitties. I've become a springboard. If I ever meet you lot in person, it'd be because I came up there. Hey, if you ever want to see Atlanta, it is a really unique vibe for a city. I think it's worth seeing, and I wish more people had said that when I was growing up. I don't think I ever heard anything positive about Atlanta. So I will be the person who maxes Atlanta's relationship with the rest of the world and say, New York is cool. It's got its own sort of vibe and feel and needs to be seen by everybody at least once in their lives if they have the travel capabilities to do so. LA is not really a place you need to see. I think if you saw it in movies or TV shows or in a documentary or whatever, you've seen it. It's it's not it's not the same amount of inspiring or amazing, and there's no one central location. LA is very spread out and requires a lot of driving through thick traffic to go to little bits and pieces everywhere. So I don't feel like there's that one shock and awe moment like being in Manhattan does for New York. It's just not centralized enough. But if you like natural beauty, the LA Crest Mountains, Big Bear for snowboarding, the beaches for people watching and surfing, like it's got its charms. But I don't think LA is quite as necessary to see. Atlanta is pretty cool. It's got some New York vibe. It's got some LA chill. It's got some international flavor to it, and it's got its own charm. And it is not the South like a lot of people lump in when they look at a map and they go, "Oh yeah, Georgia." It's just part of the swath of like that's the America South, and I know what the America South is like. It's not. Savannah, Port City, is kind of more the South. It's kind of got more like French architecture. It feels sort of Louisiana, New Orleans kind of vibe, if you imagine or know what that's like. But Atlanta is not like that. It's not like the South. It is its own thing. It's very endemic to itself. Trixie's one of those cats that has to wear a bell because you cannot lose the gas maker. We have one cat with no bell and one cat with a bell, and you already know why. I'll visit when I feel like I'm able to with minimal risk to life stuffs. Honestly, that's going to take you a little while as far as the U.S. goes. You're going to have to be patient with this country. The sewers are right down this ladder. Check on the dog for me. You don't think its nose is wet, do you? This guy's weird. This guy's weird. All right. New area, you guys. We finally made it. Thanks to Erased. And it's stinky. It is stinky down here. That's Stuart barking. He must be nearby. We're going to have to fight our way to him, aren't we? Oh, you can cross this barge of grossness. So I hear him barking. Do we have to follow the barks? Hi, little bugs. We're going to fight. We're going to fight some bugs. It'll be at least 4 years, probably. What a curious number of years to wait. I wonder why you would pick 4 as the number of years to wait. Oh, wait. I have a hunch. Let's just beat him up and see how this goes. Oh, combo attacks. Oh, you jerks. You jokes. But how much damage do you guys take before you die? Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. We'll probably not use Psy on them then. Oh, the roaches anyways. Ow. Meanie. Because they die pretty fast, I'd rather use the Psy just to heal up. Good experience, actually. We haven't really spent any time leveling in some hot time. Maybe 5, rounded off to 2030. 2030, the little will be 10. And tiny will be 9. It won't be so little and tiny anymore. We've got to go on this big old loop to get to the barks. The Barkins. Very the opposite direction of where we're walking. I used to get hit by cars about once a year. Talk about a bad habit to break. What? That's so random, but yeah, probably don't do that. Minimal risk? No, I'll hide under a tree with the book. Well, I mean, yeah, the minimal risk thing I think more has to do with how our politics go. All right, they turned around. How do you get a free attack? You just turned around. That's not fair. I used to be hospitalized every couple years. What was going on there, if I may ask? Oh, cool. How did we get an attack of opportunity? A putrid moldy man. Moldy man. Those white things are probably eyeballs. Yep. Poisonous mold spores, you jerk. Ow. Not only did he do damage to everybody, but also one of us got poisoned. You jerk. That's fine. Let's do healing on Lost. Rid of that poison. When I was younger, I was a very frail little shit. I mean, like, were you a big risk taker? Or did, like, simple small things get you too often? Or were you getting, like, big sick a lot? I think getting big sick when you're little is more of a parental problem than a you problem. No. Okay. No poisons, please. Because I feel like when you're young, you've either got, you know, some parentage issues with genetics or diet and sleep, or this narrow dark hole appears to lead into the movie theater. We wouldn't have been able to fit through this no matter what. Even if we smashed. Try going through it? Yes? It would be a bit difficult for people to fit through this. That's what it said. But at least now I can run. Brah. But yeah, it just comes up with this dialogue every time. Yeah, I don't blame young people for getting sick or hurt. That's not their fault. There's a hot spring in here? Hi, guys. Are you guys enemies? You guys look like not. There's a trash can. Look inside. Yes. Ta-da! There was a saltwater gun. Okay. That's an enemy. I knew one of these was going to be an enemy. If there's an enemy that lives inside a trash can, we'll find it. Coughed a terrible what? Oh, got nauseous. Can we call angry splooge George? What? It's more the people supervising push me to experience things I didn't want to, often to my risk. Oh. Yeah, that's not a you problem. That's a people watching over you problem. I'm going to think angry splooge when I meet a George now. Just don't be like, what was that name? Oh, angry splooge? Oh, I mean George? Just doing some Lord's work. All right, D levels. Can we do another heal? Because I feel like we need it. Good, it gets rid of nausea too. Wasn't sure if alpha gets rid of everything that we need it to. Ta-da! Magic pudding. I'll take that. Although we should probably give stuff like magic pudding to people that don't need the consumables so that they can help the people that do need the consumables. And then this is hopefully not absolutely nasty. Would you trust a hot spring, like a jacuzzi, inside of a sewer? Look at the walls and everything. Well, we just got free heals, but we also got them pretty early on. See how this do. Nice. Good RNG this fight, actually. We're taking very minimal damage from this guy. And another dodge? This is meant to be. I love leaving a place where you just got heals and then you do great in your next combat, so it feels like you don't have to go right back and get healed again. If I got critted on a bunch of times, I'd be like, you know what? Let's go right back to the hot spring and try that again. I don't trust a jacuzzi in general. You know, that's fair. That's fair. My my hair, you guys, is getting to be a length where I'm less self-conscious about it. I spent a lot of end of 2024, beginning of 2025 growing out my hair and feeling very like I don't like being looked at, which is unfortunate because I have a job where I turn on a web camera and do entertainment for all of you guys. But for the most part, these headphones, these big crazy Sennheisers that I have on my head, these ones do a hairstyle. They smush my hair down into this flat thing. Do you guys want to see a reveal, though, as to where it is right now? Now I'm taking tons of damage. Must we? So much damage in this one fight. These two moldy men. Moldy men. But I want to get... So my goal is, as I mentioned before on a previous stream, somewhere in the realm of Brad Pitt in Interview with the Vampire. I do try to look for hairstyles from people whose hair quality kind of matches my own, and not people who have like drastically different, like thin faces, long chins, or like short foreheads, or like crazy different textures of hair or whatever. I try to find people that are more stylistically like me, so their styles would suit me better. That's where I think I'm going for now. I'll try it out, see how it goes. If I hate it, I'll go back to the one that you see in all my branding. A boar mid-hair stages. Yeah, I wish I was more of a hat person, but it's hard to wear a hat and wear these headphones too. So the one place where people see me the most on stream, I'd still be taking my hat off to put the headphones on. I grow out my hair until I decide to get rid of it. That sounds like me. I've had a lot of hairstyles. I've had buzz cuts. I've had long down to my jaw, usually around my jaw. This is going to be the longest I think I've ever grown it, just for shiggles. Too lazy to hairstyle. It's either long or short. Yeah. So here's where we're at right now. See if my hair is in any semblance of form with having worn headphones for hours as we listen to the lovely drips and nastiness of the sewer and the sad barks of Stuart still waiting for us to heal him as I stop stream to do this. And get out from behind my ears too. I can't hear my voice the same way because I have an audio monitoring that I listen to in my own ears, but it's coming along pretty well. Usually, yeah, parts kind of like right around there. I've been rocking this part. Actually, some of this hair usually comes up too, so the side part's more of just like I've get more of a dramatic amount of hair on one side and less on the other, so there's sort of an asymmetry going on there. But it's past jaw now. The back is getting pretty long, actually. It's going down my neck, but it's not all even. I haven't had a haircut in a while. So some of it in the back is longer than the sides, and the sides are just kind of like, yeah, I don't know, probably more like Kurt Cobain kind of length right now. Sometimes I get this front part to go more forward. I'm not trying to hide my 5 head. That's genetic. I've always had... My hair is always, I just look like an egghead because I am, I guess. I was destined to be a nerd. I have all this room for all this extra brain, so might as well do it. So I don't usually try to hide my forehead with my hair, but I like having a little bit more on one side and making it a little asymmetrical. This is a good length. I want to keep going, but I'm at least like not cringe about the length anymore. There is this while from like here to here that I didn't want to be seen. Yeah. As a long-haired man myself, okay, that's true. I just wish my hair had less volume when it's grown out. I think there are ways you can kind of undercut or do layering to sort of reduce the amount of volume. Mine has like just the amount that I kind of like. I wouldn't want it to be like thin and flat and just like no texture, but I also wouldn't want it to like poof and do like a bell, like a Farquaad kind of hairstyle. If my hair poofed out at the sides. The longer it got, I probably wouldn't grow it out. I'd probably keep it short. Yeah. I think you need a cane with a sword in it. I bet Stuart has one. I have some cool swords. Everyone needs a sword cane. I don't think I have a sword cane. Yeah, but the mid hair sucks. My hair much poofy. There are ways you can manage poofy, or own it. Some poofy hair looks best when you like max the poof, and then, yeah. Can I do this? I feel like it gives my hair more I don't know, like more shape and meaning than when I had it like stuffed behind my ears and then the headphones on. Like it's sitting on the headphones are sitting on my hair right now, but when I look, it also doesn't look like the top part of my hair is like taut and pulled back in such a severe look, which was really just the headphones doing that to me. Also, is the top like really crooked here? I guess I don't care. I'm not that aesthetically. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not obsessed with myself. Heard my name but half watching. What do I have? You have gotten lost. That's it. Yeah, Stuart is stuck in the sewers. Hello, little guy. We may be tiny, but we're still living beings. We eke out our lives as mole crickets. We mole crickets have finally started to make forays into the big city. The roots of our businesses are beginning to take hold throughout all corners of the globe. We have all sorts of wonderful goods that we have found lying on the, stocked up on. Would you like to take a look? Yes, I would. What could we buy from you with all the DP we didn't grab? So food, antidote to poison in case we don't want to use heal, which we could just use heal. Although this is really cheap for an antidote. Fresh mint. Oh, that cures nausea. This is the first time I'm seeing that one. And some secret herbs and a cup of life noodles. Cup of life noodles is just superior to secret herb. I don't care if it...
Troa says hi, just subscribed.
Thank you for the resub. 28 months of Troa sub.
What's wrong, Doug?
Nothing, not a thing. I'm right as the mail.
I appreciate you. Also, thanks for the self-care. Wait, Stuart, do you fix the camera? Oh, you're right. I do need to fix the camera. Is that why you redeem self-care? You're like, go fix the camera while you're doing self-care. And I can't save the game. I have to find a frog. Troa, my new stream thing doesn't say if I got a Prime sub, but I believe it's Prime subs that you grant my direction, and I will monthly.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Thanks, kid. I will monthly thank you for the subs and appreciate, especially for those of you that grant Prime subs. Like, yes, on one hand, I know if you already got Amazon Prime, then it's just free and you give it to anybody you want. But there are like 3 million active Twitch streamers out there. So when I get a Prime sub and it's like me is the one that gets that out of the other 3 million, I feel very grateful and a little bit strange. I try my best to be one of the best streamers, and I encourage feedback and navigation and assistance in that regard. I don't want to try to do this alone, make all my own decisions like a maverick. But the fact that some of you feel like I stand a chance to make it to at least paying the bills for this house using this modicum of employment is very encouraging, very sweet, and a little bit overwhelming. Like, yes, I've chosen that I want to try to do this as a career path, but it's still crazy that other people agree with me. Sometimes when I'm alone, I'm not streaming, I go, there's only like a couple people that actually think you're going to succeed. So why are you doing this? And then I don't know. Then I feel inspired and encouraged again by your support. So I appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, I get that that's how the redeems work. But yeah, I also know that you wouldn't want to sit through a Damien ad. It means that your sub is up. It's a very good looking game. Cute. That's cute. Resubbing to the tune of crispy tenders. Like chicken tenders? We do fake chicken here, and sometimes we've found some really tasty fake chicken alternatives. Way better than when I was a kid, that's for sure. Do you dip your tenders? What's your favorite thing to dip like finger foods into? I'm pretty big on ranches. I like spicy stuff. I like spicy aiolis and spicy ranches and hot sauces. Not every hot sauce, because a lot of them can be like too tangy. And I don't always like something that like kicks the corners of my mouth. Sometimes it can be like, I like the flavor, but I can't just like keep having that flavor. Which is, I guess, why people also do like celery sticks and stuff when they're doing hot wings. I like garlic sauces and butter sauces. I don't know, I like a lot of different sauce. The pho place that we found that does vegetarian for us, they also have like their own homemade chili oil that you can put in the pho, and it has like thick chunks of hot peppers and even the seeds and everything in there. And it is like right on the edge of making me sweat. It's so good. That's not a dip, but still good. Oh, that was an ad. The crispy tenders thing. Gotcha. Tenders and white gravy. Interesting. I haven't tried dipping things into gravy. I could see that actually being pretty good. I do like gravies too. I want a sauce that feels like it's got a gun to my head spice-wise. We would get along. I like hot. Oz is not... Oz likes hot, but she just can't tolerate it. I feel like if her heat tolerance was higher, she would have more spicy foods. Now I want to know if you dip your tenders, Troa. Troa, answer the question. Tenders are more a saute than dip thing for me, though. Saute? Like you cook them, saute? Wait, we made it to the apartments. The MT apartments. Also, the barking has changed direction. I'm just checking the trash. I don't know why. Oh no, there's a few different places to choose. There's upstairs, or there's left out the hall, and oh, now it sounds like the dog's on over to the left. My ears are deceiving me. Dog won't open, or the dog. The door won't open, and there's no one inside. The door won't open, and there's no one inside. Also, it looks like there's lots of stuff shoved under the door. So this is how the big city life is. It's all glitzy and glamorous in the city proper. But you don't have to travel far and you get to the slummy parts. I mean, that sounds like a lot of cities I've been in. I like hot, but I can't handle it. I just power through. Have you ever been in like an old car where the roof material, the felt, was only held on by like stickiness and dreams, but 20 years later, if you're still driving the car, or even older than that, and the felt starts to like pillow down, and you have to like push it up, and you push it up and it like sticks a little bit, but then eventually it comes back down again in these like little billows of like pockets of void where it's not sticking well. I do like some spicy on occasion where the roof of my mouth does that, where the skin on the roof of my mouth billows with inflammation because it's so hot, and it feels like the roof of an old car. And I'm crying, and I'm blowing my nose, and I'm breathing out of my mouth, and it feels like I'm breathing fire like a dragon. I don't like that all the time, but sometimes I crave that level of heat. I want it to hurt my mouth. I want it to hurt my mouth skin. I was wondering where the fuck that metaphor was going. All the fuego insert, all the call of flame into my orifice, followed with a nice mint, if you please. I don't know. Sometimes mint can like really hurt. after you've had something really spicy. The door went open. There's no one inside. I thought there's supposed to be enemies in this apartment. I'm kind of confused. Oh, it's the Doge. Okay, hang on, Stuart, because I think there might have been something I missed down here then. I didn't realize we'd find Stuart so fast. What about in here? Oh! Oh, there's a frog. Wait, where are we? Well, let's save. Because we did get a save redemption, even though I think you were just trying to get me to change scenes on the stream. Where are we? What is... It's the tall man! Do you remember the tall man? It looks like his legs are wrapped and he's got a ball and chain in addition to the legs wrapped. What is he doing? What is this place? What are they doing to you, old man? Pulling this rope would probably be extremely dangerous. The rope around him is connected to something in this wall. If the rope gets pulled, the man will spin. Why would they want that? Why would they do that to him? What is going on with this guy? I think when we go visit Stuart, we're going to find out. But what the heck? All right. Well, let's go get some answers. That tall man used to be the by the clock. I don't know if he'd like wind the clock or set the clock or something, but Tasmilly, the town you start in, had this big town clock and he would stand by it. Oh, was it a bell? I think he would ring the bell. Clock tower with a bell, and he'd ring the bell if there was like an emergency or whatever. Now I remember. That was a long time ago now. It depends on the mint and the spice. If you only had a book about it. Oh, this is clever. Clever. That's true. Also, I need to get your crystal out of my closet and down here into my display. Because I put it in a very safe place so the girls wouldn't accidentally shatter that beautiful little piece. And I look at it every time I go into the closet and go, I need to bring that into the streaming area. Tall Man has been successfully contained by the Foundation. Oh, don't say that. It sounds like control. Stuart says, woof woof. I chased after a strange smelling bug and somehow wound up here. Please rejoin the party. Ah, we are whole once again. Good. I missed you. But never mind that. Look what's in this next room. I bet it's the tall man. It is. Oh, why is the upper half of this room so posh when the bottom half of this room sucks? Is he finally going to talk to us? Because we're at his altitude now? Yes, it's me. Later, the bell ringer. Oh, I forgot that was his name. And the guy was like, your leader is in here. He meant leader. This guy's name is Leader. I thought it was Letter or something. It must be Leader because the guy got confused. He's like, well, you don't know about a leader that you guys have a leader? It must be a real shock to hear me speaking for once. It wasn't that I couldn't talk all this time. I simply chose not to. This is a really weird story arc. As I rang that crossroad bell, deep inside my heart I had decided I would speak to no one. Okay. I can't advance the dialogue right now. We're waiting for the music sting. Oh, there we go. But the secrets I've been guarding are now starting to leak out. Oh my. What kind of secrets did Leader keep from us this whole game? Damien, the time has come to tell you everything. Uh-oh. What dark revelations does this super tall man have to tell us? What I'm about to tell you, you might not want to know. Even so, you absolutely must hear it. Hi, Oz. The children have underwear and clothes, but no socks. Oh. Can you switch over the load when you cut stream? I will set an alarm to do just that. Where be my alarms? Hello? I swear I set one just now, but where did it go? Oh man, that took forever. My phone's getting really slow. For some reason. Maybe I just need to reset it. Okay. Alarm set. We can do that. Yes, big spoiler alert, because I think we're about to hear everything about this world that we needed to hear ever since the beginning when we walked past this guy a million times.
You're my dad. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Also, everything is slow. That intro, I was like, I don't remember Oz talking earlier in the stream, but she didn't get her intro to play. StreamerBot took forever. Botrix took forever to log in today. My own alarm app took forever to add an alarm. What's going on, you guys? You don't have to put anything in the wash. Just switch the load over. There's something in the dryer. Is there something to take the load from the dryer to put it in? Yeah, that was really, really delayed. Oh, that's true. Troves was on time. So StreamerBot just loves Troa more than Oz. I think that's what we can take from that. There should be? Okay, cool. All right, spoilers, everybody. This guy's about to drop some big truth bombs on us. And the tallest of men. That's okay. Troa is greater than Oz. I don't know about that claim. I think you're going to start a debate in chat. Something regarding me worked? Yeah, StreamerBot's broken. It will be a long story, but please listen to it all. What if I say no right now? Can you imagine? Like, nah, I don't want to progress the story, or I don't want to hear you. Can we just skip and not hear what you have to say? Your chat's covering your face partially. I'll just have to sit up a little bit more. The problem is, and I have an idea how to fix this, but it's annoying. The problem is the camera is now set so that when I stand, mostly I'm not cut off by the camera. And when I'm sitting, mostly I'm framed okay in the camera. But the camera really should be pointed lower to see my head when I'm sitting and higher to see my head when I'm standing. I could, in theory, since I've started doing treadmill streams, have a treadmill scene every time that I'm on the treadmill. Just change the camera so that it's, what's the word I'm looking for? So it's framed differently. And then when I sit, yeah, there's a thing I could do. It's just a little bit annoying, but I could make it happen. And I could also sit up, but then I have to, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit like that and play. Not tonight. I'm half shrimp tonight. So Sag? What? What's so Sag? That I have a way I could fix it and won't do that? I could do it. I could probably figure out a way to toggle it even on the Rodecaster. So I press a button and it changes the camera angle for me. I think I could probably do that. I just need to not do self-care tomorrow then. You skipped over a bunch of chat? Oh, I did? You have to adjust it or sit up. Oh no, so sad, much sad. What else did I skip over? Responsibility has been fulfilled for the day. Time to bundle up. Sounds lovely. I love cold weather bundling up. Given who you are and how you've lived, what I have to say will tear at your hearts. Damn. This guy still hasn't started this story, and I already feel like such a gravitas about what he's about to say. Do you have any music that you say gets you motivated? Me? I have a motivation playlist. It's only about 5 songs long, but I do have some songs that like really inspire me, really get me going. If you want, I can share the songs with you. Probably off stream, because I want to get into this deep lore dump here. Or you could buy that camera that tracks your face. True, we were looking at that. Guess what? I'm already in stream debt because of this stupid light, this wonderful industrial grade light that I'm not using because it's not the razor light it's the razor light that's stupid, not the industrial grade one that's stupid. I'm in stream debt for a while until I don't know, a month or two, and then we'll look at other stream goals to do. But the razor is what I have on right now because it refuses to die now that its replacement is sitting right behind it, turned off, waiting for the razor to die again. The razor's like, I'm still here. Please don't please don't toss me in the trash. Or I could just do a stream goal to pay for the light, so everybody knows where we are in finances, and then do a stream goal for the face tracking camera. But then there's also the air purifier that we had talked about earlier. I just feel like I always have something up to ask for more funds. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, you're lurking and heading out? All right, Jam, thanks for being here. I just feel like I've had a lot of goals this last year about like now this, and then I finally felt like we're caught up. We have a really nice studio where I can't think of extra things that I would need, and now like 3 more things this year. So maybe I should turn the dono goals back on again. Clown porn tracks? What are we talking about? Wow. Oh, I see. In reference to that. Imminent Teddy. That should be the new nickname. Gotta say, Oz, that sounds squeaky. Do it, honk, though. Suddenly, Teddy, standing beside you. Nice. Good job. Nice reference. Everyone say goodnight to Jam. I've realized a lot of the My Hero music is pretty motivational for me. A lot of the lyrics being better than you are. What's this lurking? Thanks, Oz. Everyone say goodnight to Oz, too. Oz and Jam. Sleep well. A lot of the lyrics being better than you are right now, or being better than you are right now, or being there to help others. Oh, that's kind. That's nice. I can appreciate that. I still want to continue the Little House of Horrors some. Amen to that. There's always something it feels like. What are we talking? What is that? Always something it feels like. At least the English variants have those lyrics. Ah, gotcha. Lyrics are not in the brain shelf I lived in. A lot of lyrics about being. I would just like being. I can respect that. The lyrics that usually hit me the best are, I don't do well with songs about like positivity and being helpful and improving oneself. I feel like I've heard so much of that in my life. I don't know if it's just my family or if everybody else gets this. Like the Hallmark holiday movies, the like Rodgers and Hammerstein, buck up and let's stick through it and become great people by the end, sort of musicals and like all that stuff. Like my brain was inundated with it. When I see a greeting card with flowers on it and positive messaging, when I hear a song about like love and inspiration and beauty and giving to the world, all that stuff just like lands on me as exciting as a scoop of undecorated vanilla ice cream. I'm so bored and overwhelmed at the amount of that stuff that's in the world. The amount of art that's just, to me, it's trite and cliche. I'm sure it's not that way to everybody. Otherwise, people wouldn't keep doing it. But people keep making this kind of like loving, positive, kind and sweet. I like my art to have some grit and have some personality and uniqueness to it. And usually if I want motivation, I like to hear like we're in the dregs and things are bad. But if if we can manage to hold on, we can eke out, we can start to turn towards something greater. I need to have like more dramatics to it, more epic flavor. The standards, the basics of like love and respect and kindness and all that, I feel like I've already gotten. I graduated from that long time ago, and to keep patterning that stuff into my brain feels just like on like a repeat cycle. Like it's not doing the same thing. It's what's the word? Diminished returns after some point. Same thing with like love songs. Like if a love song doesn't have some nuance or poignant part or something dark or edgy about it, if it's just like, I love you and we're great for each other and we can get through everything with the power of our love combined, I'm like, whatever. I've heard that same song a million different variants over the course of all of my life. Always something you need to spend money on for another project. Not even a project. Like the light was because my light died. I didn't expect it to die. Razer's a good brand, and my Razer keyboards lasted for ages. Whereas the light died a lot faster than I thought it would. And now it's back to life again, which is rude. It's rude. I have its replacement right behind it. It's rude. That part's crazy. The air purifier is not project related. It's just because sometimes, or quite often actually, I get this nasally in this room just from being in this room. And it's not because I'm sick. Right now it's because I'm sick. But sometimes I just get like stuffy. And I think I need to purify this room a little bit better. So I thought the air purifier would do it. The camera thing, I didn't think about that. That's literally just Oz, literally just now. I was comfortable having you have awkward framing of my head, depending on whether I sat or stood. Or maybe what happened, and this only happens when people chat a lot right now with the way the chat's set up. What's happening right now is, if chat goes too high, when I sit, it's bad. When I stand and do the treadmill, the top of my head gets cut off by the top of the camera. And that's not great either. So I gave a compromise where both camera angles were bad. And maybe I should work on that. But maybe a motion tracking camera in my future too, if I'm going to keep treadmilling. That might be really disoriented though. Disorienting. If I'm walking and the motion track's following my face, so the whole background is moving, that might be even more distracting for people to see. Maybe I won't go that route. But it might be good for like IRL streams in my future. If I ever need a quick motivation, I need a bass guitar in my ears. I can appreciate that. I love bass. Played bass in a few bands in my professional music past. There's one video in particular that was a collaboration between a bunch of YouTube singers, musicians, and voice actors getting together to perform a song from the show. Oh, that's sweet. That and the first Metal Gear main theme, that one makes me feel like I have a duty to fulfill. Nice. I do respond to that kind of stuff too, like superhero or like soldier sort of motivation here and there. It's not like a big vein in my life, but sometimes it gets me just right, and I feel inspired in that direction. Some Steven Universe songs too. I feel like a lot of the inspiration in that show ended up turning out to be like really toxic or bad, or I don't know if I could follow those nuances the same way. Like when I first heard Do It For Her, I was like, oh, that's really inspiring. And then later on I was like, oh, that's actually kind of a crazy song. I don't think I could take that as my inspiration song. Or if you get a fella that's over verbose like me, in relation to, I don't know what that connects to. Stronger Than You. That one's a pretty good inspiration song. That's true. If I start listening to a musical soundtrack, I feel like I can fight God. Music soundtracks don't usually do it for me. I don't like listening to OSTs much. I don't know why. I also, when I play games or watch movies, I'm rarely like focused on the music. So when I listen to an OST later, and somebody's like, yeah, that's from like the big epic battle, I'm like, I don't remember that. I was paying attention to the fight or the dialogue or the aesthetic. Music is really low on the list for me for like movies. I'm not sure why that is. I guess I'm so engrossed in the, usually especially the dialogue. To me, dialogue is king. I love learning about the nuances of the interpersonal conflicts in a story, and the music is very low priority for me. Usually, some movies the soundtrack stood out. True Kind of Love. I don't remember that one. There's the knock. Enjoy. Say hi to the teddy for us. As he poofs into a leaf pile. Okay, let's listen to this tall man's story. I remember media almost exclusively for the sound design. Oh, we're so different. I'm a musician. Well, not right this moment, but I've been a professional musician a good chunk of my life too, and I don't know why I don't focus on other people's music like that. Those are two Garnet-centric songs. Oh, gotcha. Oh, I remember True Kind of Love. I didn't like that song that much. Sent a DM of the collaborative song. Nice. Thank you. Check it out. Okay. He's going to tear out our hearts right now, you guys. And there's just so much to tell. So I've decided to have the stink bug trembling behind me memorize everything I say. Why? What's going to happen to the tall dude? I feel like that's dangerous. When somebody says, I'm recording these thoughts in a video game, something's going to happen to the person. I feel like this guy's has an imminent doom or something. True Kind of Love grew on me. I don't know. It's one of those it's moving too close to that cliche and sappiness for me for some reason. I shouldn't remember things for sound only. I mean, how do you fix that with your brain? I don't listen to soundtracks, and maybe I should be fixing that with my brain. Ready, Mr. Stinkbug? Stinkbug hops in response. Long ago, there existed a world different from what the people on these islands think of. This world was incredibly big. More people lived on this world than there are grains of sand on these nowhere islands. I know it may be hard to imagine, but such a world once existed. Okay. You know what? If I ever watch a movie I've been recommended, I'll watch it muted so I can only appreciate cinematography. It doesn't hurt to watch a movie in multiple ways if you love it. Like if you really love it and you really want to get into analysis, or if you're, going to talk about it with friends out on a deeper level, like why not try to take a bit of a deeper dive, watch a scene a few times over again, pay attention to the music a little bit more, like notice the colors or notice the blocking of the characters and their physications for the actors bringing something to life. That kind of stuff can be really cool. Star Wars trembles at the idea of being muted. Yeah. Star Wars even has sounds in space. Understand? I do. What if I say no? At some point, the world wound up destroyed. Naturally, it was humans who destroyed it. In the back of their minds, everyone had an inkling that it would happen at some point. And then it really did happen. Why does this sound prophetic to like our world? And so the world is no more. Everything so far has been about the end of the world. Do you understand all of it? Yes. Why does he keep asking me questions about understanding? Just before the end of the world. Oh, because I could replay it in case I no-minded over part of it, I guess. Just before the end of the world, a white ship came to these islands. On it were all the people of Tasmilly Village. What? Yes. Aboard the white ship were those few who had managed to escape the world. The people on the ship still went by their names from the previous world. This white ship white ship plan had been set in place before the world was destroyed. Interesting. What is going on with this? And although they're part of the world, these Nowhere Islands are a special place. They were the one place that would remain, even if the world was lost. The one and only place where people could survive. And so, the white ship arrived at these islands. Everything so far has been about the white ship. Did you understand all of it? Yes, I do. Have you committed everything so far to memory, Mr. Stinkbug? The reason these islands are special is because they harbor a giant dragon nearly as large as the islands themselves. I think he might have lost his marbles. Yeah, what if this guy's just senile? And we're like, yeah, old man, yeah, tell us about the history of this planet. Man, senility. Have you ever talked to an old person who's senile? The brain is a wild thing. It really is just like this electric goo in the brain pan doing a thing, scrambling, trying to connect biological ideas and surges of electricity into some coherence. I can't save the game. I can't. I'm in cutscene. I will save when I can save. I'll promise you. Long, long ago, people lived together with the dragon. However, at some point in time, the people and the dragon could no longer coexist. So using the 7 needles, the dragon was placed into a long, long sleep by the ancestors of the Magypsy people who have lived here since ancient times. Ever since, the Magypsies have guarded the needles in an effort to prevent the dragon from being woken until its power is truly needed. Thus, until the time of its awakening, the dragon continued to sleep as the power of the earth itself. And so, because of this, the tremendous energy of the dragon hidden deep below, these islands were protected from the end of the world. Everything so far has been about the dragon and the Gypsies. Do you understand all of it? Yes, we do. Yes, I promise. I feel like I'm signing a disclosure, like a legal thing. Can you initial here? Initial here that we gave you this. Initial here that we talked about this. Okay. A likely story. Those who came here aboard the white ship feared another end of the world more than anything else. They felt that the world's destruction was a direct result of the way they had lived. The people of the white ship discussed things at great length. They shared their wisdom and spoke with grave seriousness. And then they arrived at their conclusion. They decided to completely erase everyone's memories of the previous world and start their lives over with new rules and new roles. Oh, hence Tazmily has no money. They lived their lives moneyless because they thought money was the root of all evil, and among other things. They also went back to like pioneer life, right? Yes. In short, everyone would play out the ideal story that they had come up with. That is what happened. The people would restart their lives in a simple, peaceful village, in the kind of place they wished they had grown up in. They would erase their memory of everything, the world, their belongings, their rules, and then they would begin their new lives. Everyone's old memories would be reset and replaced with their newly created story. And thus the village of Tazmily came to be. However, it was necessary to record the fact that the memory replacement had taken place. And that's what the old man's for. That's what this tall guy is for. He remembers everything. If the memories were erased, then why does he know these things? Because he's not really human. He's a tall storage device. He's like a external hard drive. A very long and thin one. He's a barbot from Mother 2. They were like tall, thin robots. The hummingbird egg. Oh, it's not him. It was the hummingbird egg. I get it. Okay. It's not him. I liked my idea better. I guess my question immediately got answered by plot devices. Yeah, immediately. You sound like the old guy from Pet Sematary. Sometimes dead is better. Thank you. I don't know where I get the voices for the different characters for games like this, but I just try to get some variation. I don't want everyone to have like the same accent, but I also can't do so many accents. You know, like it's like DMing in D&D. If there's somebody's traveling through a village and they want to talk to like every NPC along the way, you're not going to sit there and try to come up with a whole other way to talk for like every single character. But sometimes I do like what I'll try to do is pick. This is my secret. I've mentioned this a few times on stream, so it's hardly a secret. I learned this in Acting Academy. Sometimes you pick somebody that you do a really bad impression of that nobody would guess what the impression is. Like pick somebody you really don't know that well and then try to do that person, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone that's who it is. And then if your impression's bad enough, that's a new character. And then if somebody, you know, months down the line asks you to come back in and reprise that role, or in D&D if you're replaying that role the next session you have, or whatever it happens to be, if you need to conjure that character back, have it in your notes who you were impersonating. You're impersonating Jimmy Stewart or Marilyn Monroe or somebody old or like somebody new that's just nuanced and you're just bad at, like Christopher Walken. I've heard a number of bad Christopher Walken impressions. If you're bad enough and nobody can really tell who you're trying to impersonate, boom, brand new character. And it's iconic and endemic to you. The song's over 5 minutes, but I have a Metal Gear song in Gaelic I like. Oh, nice. Makes me want to brush up on my Gaelic. Would you like a link? DM me. I will eventually get to that stuff. Eventually. I want to talk to little Stevie, the mayor's sister's daughter's husband's cousin's best friend. What does that even mean? All right. The hummingbird egg was the device used to store the memories of the white ship people. Wes and his son Lost, both playing the roles of thieves, were set to take action should a dangerous situation occur. Remember when they went to Osohe Castle? They went there to retrieve the secret of the people of the white ship. And there's one other thing. Me. I knew you were part of this. It was essential that one person retain memories of the previous world to sort of keep watch over things. I was the only one in the village of Tasmilly who wasn't given a role in the new story. The sound of my bell served as a suggestion to keep everyone's fabricated memories from reverting. Oh, what? Oh, like a hypnotic suggestion? Is that why he said suggestion in quotes? Dude, this guy's a hypnotist. Every time he rang the town bell, it was reverting everybody's memories back to the Tasmilly memory. Or not reverting, reprogramming so they wouldn't revert. That's what I mean. I feel like when it comes to songs, it's easier to commit some of your time to listening. Sometimes, what I can try to do usually is I wait until I have to use the bathroom and then I catch up on stuff that you all send me. That's literally the time when I'm not hearing, like, the girls aren't vying for my time. I'm not working one of my other jobs. I'm not driving, in which case it's really hard to consume media and drive at the same time. In our household, I drive, not because I'm machismo about it. I just really enjoy the act of driving vehicles, and so I get pleasure from it. And Oz likes having downtime on her phone, so she likes being the passenger. When we're out and about, like hanging out with my sister, I'm usually chatting and not using my phone at all. I rarely look at my phone. Sometimes I'll look at it while I'm falling asleep, but that's a really bad time for me to watch a 5-minute song because I will forget what I just watched or listened to. Yeah. Easier than a show or even a short video. Short video I can do sometimes pretty well, though, because I can turn on closed captioning and turn it on while I'm doing like dishes or choring on my days that I do chores around the house. Whereas music can sometimes I can play it and like not absorb what I just heard, if that makes sense. I feel like he's telling you secrets you will die for knowing, right? Like we step out of this room and then the pigmen will be there and then they'll be like, well, you can't know all this stuff and continue to live in Tasmili, so hasta la pigga, or something like that. All right. My name, Letter, comes from the word leader. No, that doesn't mean I was anyone special. It was just that I was particularly taller than all the others. It's like Invader Zim. Invader Zim's alien species is whoever is the tallest gets to lead. Although if you look at the two leaders, they're clearly wearing outfits that extend their tallness. So upon discussion, I was selected because it would be easier for me to stand out. Okay. Being so tall, people would want to come see me, you know? And so I was given the role of revealing these secrets when the time truly called for it. Everything so far has been about those who lost everything, although Tasmili Village exists in reality. It was originally created as part of a story. I know this may be difficult to believe, but do you understand so far? Yes, I will initial here as well. Let me also talk about Osohe Castle. Apparently long ago, a kingdom existed on this island centered around the king of Osohe. However, when we arrived on the white ship, the people of this kingdom were gone. It seems they had left the islands, fearing the dragon's eventual awakening someday. Before boarding the white ship, Princess Oz was an infant who had lost her mother and father. Upon coming to these islands, she was given to the Magypsies to raise. Oh, that's kind of rude. You probably had some other people who could have become parents instead of randomly giving her to the fairy folk you've just met. And given the role of Princess of Osohe Castle. Even she's not real? Damn. Astahe Ale Istave, the pig guys probably. There you go. That's how you do it. Wes and Lost being her retainers was another part of the fabricated story. Osohe Castle is one of the few and precious relics of this island's past. We crafted our story in haste, so the people inside it have felt very little past or history. Have you noticed no one in Tasmili can talk about things from 100 or 1,000 years ago? Same with Americans, though. They're just, this is, when I play the mother games, I always remember these are Nintendo developers in Japan that are putting an RPG in modern day United States. And for them to have created a narrative where nobody in this game world remembers 100 or 1,000 years ago. I'm like, do Japanese people think this of Americans? Realistically, does anybody not think about this about Americans? Americans don't know what happened 100 years ago. Let's be real. In truth, we had wanted to create an entire plethora of myths and legends. But our story was made in such a hurry that we weren't able to. It's a real shame. I'm sure that much of what I'm saying you'd rather not hear, but it's the truth. Have you listened to everything so far? No, please start it all over again. Just kidding. That would be awful. Have you committed everything so far to memory, Mr. Stinkbug? Truthfully, we had no idea how Tasmili Village would turn out. But things actually went rather well. The people who had arrived on the white ship had fully taken to their new identities. They believed they had always lived together peacefully. It was when a person by the name of Porky stumbled upon these islands that everything started to go amok. Okay, just kidding. Oh wow, he's still going. I know, right? There's so much more lore. This is basically the entire story of the game that we should hear at some point. But I didn't think we would hear it all from one guy in one room at one point of the game entirely. It seems he used a time distorter machine to travel through time and space at will. However, he was apparently shut out from all other times and spaces and tumbled into this era and these islands. He's saying Porky is Pokey from Mother 2, and this is their retcon for how that happened. They had to get the exposition out somewhere. They could have done it in bits, though. Like, why not expose little parts of the mystery as you go along, which tantalizes you even further? You're like, oh, why is that? Oh, interesting. How did that happen? Oh, that's kind of cool. But I also see the merit in, like, this being the big twist, but there's so much that the big twist affects that it's like you have to listen to a lot to absorb all of it all at once to make it an even bigger twist. It's probably one of the biggest and longest twists of the story I think I've sat through. Even worse, he used his time distorter to bring many people from other eras here. The pig masks, as well as everyone in New Pork City, were all brought here and brainwashed by Porky. So he did the same thing as the white ship people? Okay, that's interesting. Two completely different factions coming to the islands to do the exact same thing. The big twist will be if he stops talking. This Porky fellow seems to view these islands as his own personal toy box, with which he can do anything he wants. He would take animals apart and recombine them to make creepy new chimeras. As a childlike dictator, he began doing whatever he pleased, including building Thunder Tower and forming his own army. Porky eventually learned the white ship secret because of a trader among the Magypsies. Locria, I knew you were evil. Do you understand about the intruder known as Porky? Yep. This trader was Locria, the 7th Magypsy, and the only one you haven't met yet. After Locria joined forces with Porky, Porky learned about the white ship people and the secret of the sleeping dragon. Porky decided to pull up the needles to wake the dragon so he could use the power for himself. The dragon is the power of the very earth itself, you see. It's said that whoever pulls the sealing needles will become the dragon's master. However, only a very select few are capable of pulling the dragon's needles. Apparently, neither the Magypsies nor Porky have that capability. And Toady is dead. Well, yeah, we'll see you on the other side of this cutscene, Toady. We'll try to resurrect you. Yet the needles are being pulled now. That means Porky is somehow controlling someone who can control the dragon's power. We have to put a stop to Porky's antics. If we don't, the world will be completely destroyed again. And it will spell the true end for everything. For Porky, that might be the ultimate pleasure, but we can't allow it to happen. He's a nihilist. He's just like the Germans in Big Lebowski. He's just trying to destroy for the sake of destroying. We, the last handful of people there are, absolutely can't allow it to happen. Damien, it seems you're a chosen one, with the ability to pull the needles, sealing the dragon away. You must pull the dog dragon's needle with your own hands and pass your heart on to the dragon. That's what I've been doing, old man. Has he been stuck in here not knowing at all what's happening to the rest of the world? I literally pulled every needle I could, except all the needles that I couldn't pull because the bad guys did it. Let this be my one and only order to you as your leader. Do you understand everything about the dragon's awakening? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I hear that 6 of the dragon's needles have already been pulled. Then what are you telling me to pull needles? You need to pull and he'll grab it with your hand. Duh. Yeah, that's been me. And somebody else. Deep in the earth, the dragon is likely beginning to stir from its sleep now. Supposedly the last needle is somewhere here in New Pork City. Porky has been gathering everything that lives on these islands into New Pork City to prepare for the final needle's pulling. It's possible that he's planning to hold one final twisted party. But now is our chance to change this looming crisis into a golden opportunity. All things may come to an end, or new and bountiful things may begin. Wouldn't you like to help that happen? Damien, you were once a weak, fragile boy. So rude. How dare you, old man? But now you've been given a tremendous role to fulfill. Now that you know everything, including everything I'm sure you'd rather not know, the time has come for you to save the future of all life as we know it. God won't make you bear more than you can carry. I'm sure you've heard that phrase before. I've literally never heard that phrase before. And also, that is not true. I've seen so many people break and become... That's not true. That phrase is not true, my dear old man. No, you aren't fighting alone. Everyone, and I do mean everyone, will lend you their support. That was a long story, but that is the end of everything I have to tell you. Did you understand it all? No, could you start from the beginning again, please? I'd love to hear it all again, please, old man. I've never heard such a blatant lie, right? That you will only be given what you can carry, what you were able to carry. I've had breakdowns before in my life. I remember a couple of them really well. I'm sometimes surprised I made it this far. And not everybody I know who went through their loads did make it. Only the Magypsies really know the needle's locations, so I don't know where to find them. But from the way Porky and the others have been acting, I would say they're now very close to reaching the 7th needle. Please, Damien, be the one who pulls the final needle. Porky issues his orders from the 100th floor of the Empire Porky building. Start by jumping into the fray and storming the building. Yeah? You're telling me to go ham on Porky? After that, you can start looking for clues. It's been such a long time since I've spoken to anyone, and now I'm exhausted. This stink bug should remember everything I've just said. Take him with you. That way, if you happen to forget anything I've said here, oh God, you can ask him to repeat it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Will you go with them, Mr. Stinkbug? What's going on? Stinkbug gonna go with us? Would love to learn that telling him no makes him hit you with the, well, that's too damn bad. Can you imagine if you just skipped the dialogue accidentally? What if as a kid, like you hit no, or like your little sibling came over and pressed a button and he just says, oh, okay, you don't want to hear my story. And he just like goes quiet. And then every time you talk to him, it's just like ... That's all he says from that point on. You're like, no, what was the exposition? And your friends are like, damn, did you ever play Mother 3? That story was crazy. And you're like, I don't know the story. I said no to the old man and now he won't talk to me. Come here, stink bug. Got the stink bug's memory. I don't think we're ever going to listen to the stink bug, but at least it's there if we ever forget the story. Okay, he says that's the same sort of stuff. Don't worry about me. If your battle goes well, I'm sure I'll regain my freedom, just as everyone else will. Be confident in yourself and go forth. You have to be an old person to say go forth. Thick books filled with minuscule writing. This is probably how he remembered everybody's stories. It wasn't even in his brain pan. It was in all these books. And he's just locked up here, reading them over and over again. Why would Porky lock him up and then give him all these books, though? Right? Why? Or maybe they're not his memoirs. Maybe they're something else. Just something to keep him occupied so he doesn't go insane tied up like this. Why would Porky tie him up? So he can't counter brainwash the people? Maybe. All right. Well, we're 4 again. Guess there's nothing else to do in here. Let's go save. They're Porky's revisions to the stories. We just learned Porky's version of the world history. Imagine if that happened. The real lore of this game is that Porky came and brainwashed Leader. And then Leader spends 5 minutes telling you stories. And you're like, oh, that's how the world works. But it was Porky's like narrative for your characters all along to tip you away from the real truth. So I guess that rope isn't anything we could do something with. It's just there to give peril. But he's already got the ball and chain. Why does he also need the... See you guys on the other side of Twitch ads, some of you. I'll keep going here. Let me change something on... Let me pause the music. Change something on the alert box here for ads and stuff on the vertical stream. Like the box is too big. And I think I just need to change its alignment. But how do I do that? Hopefully this is it. I saw the ad alert go off and it's like it's clipping well outside of the vertical stream's boundaries. So I think I just need to do some adjustments there. Hopefully that's it. I won't mess with it too much. Just I shrunk it a little bit so that alerts have space to breathe. All right. Well, now we're 4 people. Now it's going to be easy. I'm going to beat the poop out of you guys. Also, I know we don't have a long fight to go here before we get to the hot spring again. 4-hit combo. Love it. Love it. Not sure how it happened, but went down a rabbit hole of people doing drunken fist fighting. Then a boxer kind of adapted that style for boxing. Also found a video of young Jackie Chan doing the forms shirtless and had no idea how ripped the dude was. Yeah. Yeah, the guy basically, he lived his life in, training for a long time. I think it was an era where, in order to differentiate yourself as like a martial arts actor was probably pretty tough. So you had a lot of competition. You had to really differentiate yourself and become somebody excellent. I think he did a good job. I watched a lot of Jackie Chan movies growing up. Hopefully the guy's not an awful person. I always worry that like when I've watched a lot of somebody's stuff when I was younger, that I don't find out that they're secretly terrible later on in life these days. Or that they've always secretly been terrible, I mean. Oh, no. Why is everybody so low in health? Oh, did I not heal? Like, did I take some big damage? Oh, probably from the... Well, I don't really need to heal. Well, we're going to go into that fight right there. And I'm just sitting on Psy. So, like, why not? Why not? We'll get all of our PP back right now. Yeah, is Drunken Fist even like a real thing? I feel like here's the thing that I wished I was told when I was young, but the problem is most of the people to gain from the lie want to keep the lie perpetuated very, very well. The thing that I feel like I was lied to when I was young was that if you learn martial arts, you will be really, really well protected for yourself and for others. You will be a force of protection, defense, care, and help to other people. One, I've never been in a full physical altercation with somebody, not in my whole life. And two, if you don't know how to handle a gun, all of your martial arts training will lose to a gun or probably any other weapon, even a weapon of opportunity. Someone grabs like a metal pipe from the ground and swings it with no training whatsoever, and you try to use your martial arts training on them. You're probably going to get hit with a pipe at some point in that altercation. Yeah. And so I feel like the whole idea of romanticizing martial arts is this like amazing thing has always been this like big lie that people just want to believe because they look cool. The human body looks cool doing martial arts. And I want our kids to go through some sort of like bone, what's the word I'm looking for? Stressing work, whether that is some form of athleticism, gymnastics, hard dancing, sports, or martial arts, something where there's jumping and pounding and hitting, because the more stress you put on your bones, relatively, don't go like breaking bone level of stress, but the more impact your bones go through, the thicker and denser your bones grow. And for women especially, should either of my girls choose to start a family later on in life, their risks of osteoporosis go down significantly. They already have a pretty good diet, but on top of that, they will also have, some bone thickening work done in their lives. So we want to invest in them in that way. Yeah. He's a shit father. Oh, Jackie Chan. Well, I mean, looked like he was busy doing a lot of other stuff for him. So, yeah. Leader spoke for so long, you took damage from aging. Maybe. We just aged in that dialogue so much. I heard it was more he wanted his kids to work for themselves. But like toxically, maybe? Because there is sort of that angle of I suffered and I turned out great, so therefore ... From what I know, Drunken Fist is a real series called Zui Chen. Interesting. Not sure if this part is true, but it was a Buddhist monk watching a monkey getting drunk and using its moves to create the forms. I feel like the origin stories of a lot of these have to be somewhat outlandish to help the buy-in. He had an extramarital affair and shuns the kid her whole life. Oh, fun. Oh, movie stars and extramaritals. I don't know why people can't figure out how to not be extramarital. Or do it, but don't end up with somebody that doesn't like that. Like if two people want to be extramarital with outside of each other, then be in a relationship where you and your partner both agree that that's a fine thing to do. Or if you're going to stay with somebody who believes more in monogamy, then be monogamous to that person. Choose one or the other. Try to have your cake and eat it too. Four hits. Why do I feel like sometimes I get a 4-hit combo and then I lose my groove? All the combos are based on me timing myself to the music. And I am a musician. I feel like I should be able to do this at a higher level of consistency than I do in this game. But
like
maybe
with an American accent, R&R.
I love that particular sound bite. All I got from that was eat cake, and now I want snacks. Eating cake sounds good. I've been on a much more restricted diet than I've been most of 2024 for many reasons. And it's helping, but the cravings can be kind of harsh. Stuart, that line comes from an Aussie TikToker who she was reading a comment on one of her videos, and somebody said, if you say the abbreviation for rest and relaxation in an American accent, R and R, it sounds like an Aussie saying, oh no. And she's like, what? And so she was like, R and R. No, that doesn't. Oh, in an American accent. And then she's like, R and R. And she's like, oh, no, we do not sound like, no. Like she had this sudden bad realization. I think Toady would agree with me. That's not ubiquitous. If you hear the words, oh no, spoken from somebody from Australia, will it always sound like or nor? No, it doesn't always, but some people have that thicker rhoticization of the end of that sound than others. And it's definitely not an older generation thing. You can find anyone above a certain age on the street. They're not going to have the sound at the end of the O. It's not going to be or. It's going to be closer to like oh. It's things change with generations. Things change with region. You can't take an entire nation's worth of people and make assumptions on how they pronounce things. But yes, that's where that came from. It was quiet. Oh, bummer. Maybe I'll have to turn it up. Give me a sec to find that one. Is that one in? I think I have the action for it. Shoutouts, text. It's not text. This one is. It's not a free sound either. It's a paid sound. Where are my paid sounds? There they are. Play. Oh, I already have it boosted. Let me try it at 150.
Wait, with an American accent? R&R.
How is that? Maybe you were also hearing it, like trying to listen to it over the music and have the music kind of turned up. How did that work out? Let me know if that was loud enough or I need to boost it more. He's also very pro CCP. Ugh, that can be rough. Doesn't think the Chinese need democracy and the people are better off being controlled so they don't get corrupt like Americans. You know, though, so I've heard this conversation, and the problem with that viewpoint is there's also some truth to corruption in Americans, right? So when you ask somebody from China, you know, wouldn't you want to have more of an American style government because you have all these weird limitations and like restrictions? There are things that you can't say. There are freedoms you don't have that we have. They can be like, well, look at your, you know, crime statistics and weirdness about theology. And like, they can cite things in America and be like, we're doing it better. I don't think that that's a good argument because I think there are big problems with the Chinese government, but I also think there are big problems with the American government. And I would never say, take one of those nations and use that as the solution because the other one's got some problems. Every nation's got problems. Another thing that I see on TikTok a lot, though I haven't used TikTok in the last, I don't know, like 3 months now. I used to see like a lot of people saying, ever since I left the United States and went to this other country, I'm so much happier because they have this, 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 and this. But they never talk about the negative side of the country that they moved to. I'm not saying that there aren't better countries than the US. I'm certain that somebody could sit and make a tier list and do some good pros and cons. We started to do it a little bit, but we never really got to like ranking nations. But we did one stream. I think we just got off the topic so many times over that we never got a lot of deep work done. Maybe we'll turn that into a deeper stream at some point. But you're going to have problems everywhere. And for somebody to be a shill of one government because they think it's the solution to the problems of another government, it's bullshit. That's the heavy Boggin accent. Am I saying it right? Boggin? Where would that be roughly? The R and R sort of sound. I meant the sound bite was not audible. Yeah, I bumped it up. How did it sound? Not sure if it's the TV speakers or not, though. I mean, my voice is like at a certain decibel or whatever. I was just checking. Let me isolate that one thing again and check it with you. I'll also watch it on my mixer and see how it goes.
Wait, with an American accent? R&R.
That looks like it should be pretty loud. Like, not as loud as my voice, but pretty loud. Especially with no music playing. Wait, hang on. I need to fix all these windows over here. I have everything stacked in a certain way. So when I pull that window up, it covers up other stuff. Okay. Let's kill this roach. Bada bing. I like sneaking up on enemies in this game. I don't know where. It's just a very thick accent. You'd be further out than where I am. Gotcha. I feel like that's true of everywhere. The closer you are to like bigger urban areas, you're gonna hear accents that are more like normalized. And the further out you get away from big urban centers, the deeper and richer you'll hear accent variation. Like people that don't spend so much crazy time on the internet, and so their accents get, what's the word I'm looking for? Mutated or distorted. Like my accent is, so far, I haven't found one person in the history of my life, high linguist, random person on the street, foreigner, who can say that they know distinctively where I'm from. And I think a big portion of that is I've lived in a lot of places in the US. I've traveled to a lot of other countries. I've learned a lot of other languages. I've learned a lot of other dialects and accents, and I have 3 of them that just sort of sit in my head all the time, right? As we mentioned in last night's stream. And so on top of all of that, I also consumed a shit ton of TV as a kid and internet as not a kid. And I've listened to so many people speak in so many different ways. I don't think my accent is anymore like my family's, like my upbringing, like a certain parentage or lineage. I don't think I belong anywhere with the way that I talk now. It's just me. It's my own idiolect, and it doesn't belong anywhere. And I'm like a terminally online person, so I wonder if other terminally online people too, your accent just sort of shifts to this more like globalized English pronunciation. And when you have variants, you're like, oh, well, that's not right, is it? Because I've watched, 20 videos where people pronounce that word this way. And so your brain's just sort of naturally cohering to a new standard. I wonder if there's like an internet standard English that we're all sort of moving to the more we use internet. My TV has always made your stream quieter, so it's most likely a my TV issue. Oh, okay. Sorry, brain's fading out. You're good. I wonder how many people outside of the USA that find American accents more attractive than their own, the way some people in the US find other ones attractive. I've heard this before. I've heard this from a number of people. Some people like my accent out of foreigners I've met. One of the things I felt was really interesting is I worked with a lot of foreign clientele 2 jobs back when I was working in Southern California. Stuart, you may remember where that was, but don't say anything. Don't dox me. At that job, the foreigners knew all the people they were working with there who were Southern California by their Southern California accents. And I would multiple times get asked where I'm from. And I'd always be a little coy at first. I'm like, what do you mean where I'm from? You don't think I'm from Southern California? And they're like, no. I can tell you're not from Southern California, but I can't tell where you're from. I always thought that was kind of like a fun superpower of mine. Ouch. Ouch. Stop doing that to just Stuart. Do you mind? Not focus one player in my group. Stop focusing just the Doge. Okay, they solidified D. Well, that's not terrific. Now I'm down one of my DPSers. At least these things don't have a lot of health. I'm going to go take a nap. All right, Toady. Sounds terrific. I love naps. At some point in my life, I do want to reintegrate naps back in as a regular thing that I do. I often actually nowadays, just especially since 2025, on my lunch breaks, I don't eat lunch. I'm trying to reduce my caloric intake on a daily basis anyway and try to make better choices about where I do take my calories in. And I also get tired like right when it gets the hottest during the day. And so it's just like a perfect time for me to nap instead. Should have named these enemies silverfish. They do kind of look like silverfish. But that doesn't match the aesthetic of of a sewer as much. We're going to get a boss fight after all? I thought we were going to go through a whole dungeon with no boss fight. But maybe we're wrong. It's this guy. Facade? Was it Facade? Because his name's like a joke on the word facade. Interpreter. That's 1 nue and 8 hez. Oh, there's the interpreter bot. Because he can't talk anymore because he has horns for a mouth now. Oh, what a pleasure it is to see you again. No, wait. Long time no see, Facade says. Long time no see is Chinese loan words, by the way. It's originally pidgin used by traders in Hong Kong, I believe. But that phrase is used not just in Cantonese-speaking areas, but throughout China. Hao jiao bu jian. Long time no see. I say to you, for I will now give you thoroughly destructive damage. He goes on to say, I have been remade into an incredible, fiercely powerful, and dangerous ultimate weapon. Therefore, I will absolutely unquestionably be victorious over you, is what Facade says. What's more, I will put an end to your tail. I will give you damage, and then provide you with even more damage until you are soundly defeated, is what Facade says. So weird. Now then, here I come. Facade is now ready to fight. Here he comes. Oh god. Oh god, this weird wow, he's even creepier in the close-up sprite. Would you look at that basically biblically accurate angel version of Facade? He's got 2 horns that are keeping him aloft, Iron Man style. And then 5 more horns facing at us. 2 horns up for out of his nose for respiration. He's got his valves on his head. That's pretty weird. Who's going to play those? He doesn't even have arms anymore. Looks like his arms go into his body through more horn. It's very confusing. He's got 1 bionic eye. His nose is metal. He's got 4 legs based on what I'm seeing there. Ah, this is crazy. This guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. Okay. You're going to fight. No, actually, you're going to heal. Let's do some life up on poor Stuart over there who took a thrashing the last fight. Oz, try... Can we try some assist first? Can we try a defense down on him real quick? Lost, you're going to do a hypnopendulum. And Stuart, let's do a sniff. He didn't smell anything. Great. So no weaknesses, basically. Or I won't know anything. It didn't work. Great. Charges. Stuart takes mortal damage. Forgetful gas. D forgot how to perform special attacks. Great. Damien forgot how to perform special attacks. That means Stuart dies. That's just it. Stuart's just dead. Right out of the gate. I don't like this. Wait, hang on. Do we have any special items that can res? No. Okay. You can't remember special skills. Wait, do we have anything that helps you remember? No. So let's just have him fight. That's fine. Oz does a heal on the to get rid of forgetfulness. I hate this. Lost will do goods. Cup of life noodles on Stuart to res. I'ma haunt his ass. We're gonna bring you back to life right now. Lost used life noodles. Stuart survived. Don't do this. Now I've learned, and I hate this because this is a little bit taxing and daunting, but I've learned that while your hit points are ticking up, like Stuart's healing to full right now from the life noodles, if I let Facade do his attack, if it hits Stuart, Stuart stops healing and will start taking the damage from wherever his hit point counter is when the attack lands. 150 hit points on the ticker, for example, and Facade does damage, it'll do damage to 150 hit points. If I wait for Stuart's life to go up to max, then Facade's attack will hit 242 hit points. It's dumb. It's dumb. Ever had a ghost dog piss on you before? Because you are about to, Mr. Bad Guy. All right, what's it going to do? Oh, that hurts. And more forgetful gas. Don't like that. Now, Lost is forgetful. Lost doesn't know how to do those types of attacks, though. All right. Damien remembered how to perform special techniques. And the guy has a shield. Love that. Is there counter shield down, shield off abilities? I forget. There's defenses, psi counters. I don't think he's casting a psi spell on us. Counters. Do we do counter? Will that do damage to him? Let's try a counter. Just a counter Omega to everybody. Oz. Can we do paralysis or brain shock? Can we try brain shock on him? Lost. Can you still use special? That? Damn. Thief tools count as special skills. That's fine. We'll just attack with him. And Stuart has actual stuff we can attack. Oh, Recollection Bell. There we go. Can we just use that on Lost real quick? Lost remembered how to perform special skills. Off-key music. How dare you. Flea bomb. Now Lost has fleas. Brain shock you. Didn't work. Okay. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. Just mean it didn't work that time. All right. We got some counters on. Good stuff. We're going to need some heals. We're going to do life up Omega on everybody. Oz is going to have to start to do some attack on this guy. Let's try fire first, because he is kind of human. He's also kind of robotic. We try thunder first. Lost now has fleas, but you should also be able to... Let's do some defense or offense down. Offense down, because he hurts. And Stuart's got some good goods for damage. Let's do some super bombs. Hey, now we're doing some real damage. Offense decreased by 32. Thunder, pretty good, 143. Another 156. Also looks like... Oh, used a shield device? Reinforcing a physical shield, though. Okay, so he charged and he took a hit back because we have counter on us now. That's good. Now we're getting some real good heals here, too. And... what else can we do? Should we do psi shields on us? Or is that a waste? Should he focus on heals? Maybe just focus on heals. So I won't keep using his psi. Although, actually, what I should do is do healing alpha just on Lost to get rid of the fleas. I forgot about that part. Oz did pretty good with lightning, but let's just check some of the other stuff too. We'll try freeze Omega to see if it does. It would have to do like maybe more than 300 damage to him though. Lost, let's get rid of more of his offensive attack. And Stuart, let's drop another bomb on him. Yeah, dropped another half of what we just dropped. 32 and then 17. He should be pretty hard, less hard hitting now. Emitted an intense light. Lost fainted. Oh, just died. Just a one-hit kill. That's rude. That's real rude. Okay. Ice didn't do a whole lot. And the heal didn't go off. Damn it. Do we have a life noodles? We do. Not terrific. So, yeah. Freeze Omega was 28. Thunder is 21. We'll try a fire. And if fire doesn't do a whole lot, I don't think we can keep doing these attacks with fire and ice. Do one more super bomb on this guy. Bada boom. That's doing great damage. Stuart's a damage beast right now. Fire was way weak. Oh, but it did something. Oh, maybe that was just damage. I don't think it was the fire. I think we just hit a damage point. Damien and friends attacks broke off. Damien and friends attacks broke off some of Facade's horns. Will he be weaker or stronger now? I can see his hands. Facade's heart filled with hatred. Oh, I feel like he's charging up a special attack now. Facade is serious now. Oh, yeah. And he's going to try to do some psi shielding. Jerk. That's okay. We got physical attacks for you too, buddy. Lost is revived. I think I want to wait until his health comes all the way back up before I go to the next dialogue box, which this part's just kind of annoying. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate you. What does this button do? Oh, yeah. Forgot I had that soulful trumpet there. I have all these like buttons that I need to learn how to program or figure out what it is that I'm going to do with them. I've only programmed some of them. And I want to, I want to have a good cohesive show. But you know, in all my spare time. Man, Lost has a lot of hit points. I forgot about that. He's like in the 300 hit points range already. And this ticker is slow.
Wow.
I know, right? Wow. Okay. D. I don't think we need to do anything for Lost specifically. Can we just do like a regular attack for right now? And then Oz, you can't use Psi unless there's like a special Psi for just getting rid of shields. I don't think there is. Recovery. We can try Psi Magnet. Just get some Psi back while he's doing his thing. Can we Thief Tool defense down? Because now his Psi is shielding, or he's shielding his Psi. And I still have some other types of bombs, these pencil rockets. I don't know if they do a lot, but let's use them. Pretty good. Pretty good. Those are pretty cheap anyway. Defense down. That's good. PK Thunder. Uh-oh. Wait, we have some defense against that, though. Oof. Oof. Yeah, the Franklin badge. But it hurt two people that doesn't have that. It didn't hit anyone. Okay. Ugh. Still hit two of us. Pretty rough. Okay, so we can still take PP from him even when he's shielded. That's good to know. So what we're going to do... So we need some Psi shield on everybody because he's going to start trying to do Psi attacks on us. And then Oz is going to do some healing then. And Lost. Yeah, You know what? You could eat a double jerky. Stuart is going to use the other little rocket thing. By the way, the word on Control 2 is most likely be released next year. Cool. Good stuff. It's pretty good damage. Oh no, he's doing another thunder before I can get a heal off. Damn it. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, Lost took mortal damage. Quick, eat the double jerky. Thank goodness. So that just negated his mortal damage to Lost because he ate the jerky while the hit points were at a certain point. All right. I was just healed Stuart, and now we're going to shield ourselves from Psy. Entirely. Wait, why is Oz taking so much damage? Oh, that's just the residuals from the last attack. That's fine. Let's do a heal for Oz. Wait, how much difference is... We'll do beta. Oz, we don't really have anything for him. I guess she should be doing a life up also for Lost. You can do a thief tool. Maybe. These things aren't going to work on him. The siren beetle? No, it's not going to work. Let's just have him attack. And Stuart's going to use the last bomb. Oh, I used the last bomb. Never mind. Oh, can we do the trivia card? We haven't ever used these, but he's supposed to be a human enemy, kind of. We'll try it out. Stuart read trivia card number 1. It didn't get through. Oh, never mind. Brain shock. Ha! Dodged it. Uh-oh. It hit Oz. It hit Lost. And Stuart. Oh, crap. This can confuse people. Okay, that still went off right. I don't like this at all. Yeah, these are like confusions. So these can be really nasty if our allies hit each other. You just guard. You just guard. All of you just guard. PK Thunder. We've already got the shield. Why do those still hit? I have a shield. Also, Stuart turned numb. Oz is now normal again. Recovery life up. Omega. You do Psy Magnet. You chill. And you chill. Don't do it. Starstorm. Oh, we have the Psy shields. Oh, Lost just took mortal damage. Stuart took more mortal damage. We got to get that heal quick. Get that life up, Omega. There it is. There it is. All right. Man, why does he do so much crazy Psy damage? I thought Psy shield wasn't protective. I thought it was reflective. Protective's still good, but I wish I had reflective. Also, D's running out of Psy real fast. What's I gonna do? Oh, Psy counter? Maybe it's Psy counter is the one. But what we really need to do, actually, that's dumb. We're dumb. We need to keep doing the healing on our other dudes so they can attack. And she will do Psy Magnet. Because it didn't work last time, damn it. Oh, wait, Lost can't attack. He's still confused. And so is Stuart. Both confused. I don't like that. Oh, no, Lost. Okay, good. He's just guarding. It said he felt confused right then. Brain Shock Omega. Another confuse. More confused. Lost felt stranger, it said. Stuart felt even stranger. I didn't know it was cumulative. That's awful. All right, does healing land on us? Lost felt normal again. Okay, cool. Now what? I'm scared to use... I guess healing's not going to hurt anything if I cast this. Oz cast healing on D. Lost, actually attack him, please. Stuart, do not do anything because I'm scared. Ugh, more PK Thunder. Oh my gosh. It's crazy damage. It keeps hitting everybody. There's a chance that PK Thunder does not hit somebody. But in my case, it's hitting me all the time. Okay, D. We need the life up Omega. Sad to say. Oz. Healing to Stuart. Lost. Should we magic pudding D? I think we should. And Stuart. Oh, have him attack. Oh, he's guarding anyways. I didn't tell him to guard. Man, he just keeps doing this lightning. I can't survive all this. Lost is down. Stuart's normal again. Life up's only going to get 3 of us. This guy does crazy damage. Maybe I should have started with psi counters or something. Do we have life noodles on me? No. The luxury banana. So we do also have heal Omega or Gamma. Gamma that could also res Lost if we are out of life noodles. But let's see what else we've got. What I want to do is side counter on these other guys and see how well that does. She can't res unless she's got other stuff on her, which she is not. She still has a lot of PP though, so maybe we need to be giving the magic stuff to D. And the Doge, do you have a couple of life noodles? You do. Okay, so you res Lost. All right. Lost is revived. And Facade is also healing. You jerk. Thank you for the lurk. I drank my water so fast, or like moved my cup from my mouth so fast it like did a shamu on me. I mean, just a couple drops, but I was surprised. Okay, you're gonna heal. I'm gonna heal. 573, you jerk. I know Lost is still healing, but I'm hoping Facade doesn't get 2 attacks in this round. All right, D, get some psi counters off. These have to... Stuart's body was enveloped by a psi counter. I think these would reflect the damage back, like the Franklin badge. I'm hoping that's the case. We're going to try it again on Lost. And Oz is going to try to get psi back. Lost is going to actually attack. Stuart's going to actually attack because they're not feeling so bad. Oh god. PK freeze. Oof. Lost takes mortal damage. Couldn't drain. Lost body is enveloped. Psi. Recovery. Life up beta if I get it off fast enough. Let's see if this works. Ugh, he's eating more bananas. Got some PP. And got Lost some health before he died. So, Lost has counter. Stuart has counter. I believe Oz has counter. I need another recovery. Does he have consumables? I'm really running low on magic. Do you have more magic for D? I do. I'm not going to win this fight. I'm just like slowly losing. Because he keeps healing faster than I can attack. Starstorm, we're not going to be able to reflect that one, I don't think. That wasn't reflectable in previous games. Oh, it reflects, but I still take some damage. And Oz never got it, actually. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let's get some crazy recovery for everybody, because that took us down quite a number of pegs. So does Oz have counter? Side counter? Of course not. Alright, just Psy Magnet. Which is fine. Let's keep Psy Magneting. You kick and you bite. Don't attack, lost. Okay, he's gonna heal. That's very advantageous. That is very nice to see. Okay. So yeah, Psy counter never got cast on Oz, but it should. Wait, did I do counter or Psy counter? I think I just did regular counter. My bad. Psy counter on Oz. He seems to only do lightning. D has the Franklin badge, so he won't take damage from it. But everybody else will. But he also does Star Storm, and that just hurts. That just really hurts. Oz is gonna do. I guess we could try it at him too. She's gotten some. She's just sitting on PP now for a bit. Brain shock. Ugh, I hate this. I hate this one. Pretty good. 328, even shielded. All right. 3 of us have Psy counter now. D. Hate this magic tart too. Just eating all the magic stuff. You. Oh, wait. Actually, what we really ought to do, we need to get out of crazy people. We got to heal the strange. You heal that strange. And you guys hopefully don't do damage to us. I need to keep doing damage to Facade. Another banana. Crazy. Stuart's normal again. Lost is normal again. We doing any damage to this guy? Psy. Starstorm again. Or lightning. Or thunder, I mean. Do thunder. Don't do it. Offense down. Oh, that's fine. Oh, it attacks all of us? Ugh. Ugh. Didn't hit anyone. It hit. It hit. That's still probably the best bang for the buck. I think. Come on. More banana. How are we supposed to win against that? He does way more damage than we can do to him. Also, Oz is getting run out of mana real quick. Now that we're actually going on the offensive. Unless these counters actually do enough damage to him. That did pretty good damage. Actually, the counters might be the way to go. If I die again, I might have to start with counters. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good round. What? Seriously? He was healing so much that whole phase. I didn't think I was going to win. I used up like every single Psy thing. I used up every bomb. Like all the consumables, just that one fight. Damn. That was a hard-earned victory. I'm not used to JRPGs slamming you so hard with the boss fights. Although, you know, maybe that's to their detriment. You grind a little bit, you get strong, and then the boss fights are all walk in the park. At least these ones have really been a challenge for me. Damien Company earns 28,000 experience points. That's a level for somebody. Oz gets a level. Lost gets a level. Stuart gets a level. Nice. All right. Are we done here? Do we have to fight you anymore, Facade? I'm getting tired of your antics. Ow, ow, ow. I will not translate this part. The reason being that these are not words, but simple sounds. You have bested me, kind sirs. Actually, no, you did not best me. You are merely detestable. I am sick of all this fighting. Of course you are. Very, extremely sick of it. This is all just a game. You could call it Master Porky's game. You people are still stuck inside the game. As for me, I may have been removed from it, but I am still not sure. The flames of my life are in danger now. I do not think we will ever meet again. I sincerely hope not. Good God, if there's another Facade fight. This guy is crazy. And not just in battle, is what Facade says. Or states. He also adds in a very faint voice, Nuehehe. Facade is now going to plummet. Oh. Oh. He exploded and fell into the sewage. All right. Well, bye. Let's hope we never run into him ever again. I am an interpreter, but now that Facade is gone, I am no longer needed. So what are you going to do? Please do not chase after me. Goodbye. All right, bye. I won't chase after you. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Coming at the end of the stream here. You found the dog? Good for you. You really don't care about my dog, do you? Now there's more people in the arcade. Hey, do you know the secret to girls? You don't know? How old are you? Jeez, get your act together, you moron. Girls, you see, like guys they can count on. Do you got what it takes to be like that? You idiot. Think about it on your own. Think about if you have what it takes or not. What is this doing in my Nintendo game? This guy tried to give me girl advice and then tell me to shut the hell up. Don't talk about it with him. Come on, quit it. Stop asking me questions. I told you, think about it on your own, inside your head. Wow. This guy says the same thing? Okay, that's fine. You know, like, when you eat a giant hamburger, your hands get sticky and gooey. And like, even when you open your mouth really wide, it still won't fit. Avocado burgers are especially tough to eat. Because like, everything slides around and everything. Don't you agree? Like, it makes me wonder why girls are always order avocado burgers and stuff. Okay. These guys are really obsessed with what girls do. We're going to save. I'm going to end stream. We're going to see what happens next when we leave this arcade next Sunday/Monday. Save that game. Also, I haven't found a place to like heal in the city, so I'm a little bit nervous. My characters are not healthy and do not have the means to buy goods right now. I'm scared I leave this area and something immediately happens to me. Okay. Oof. All right. thank you for a fun night. Appreciate your faces. And the crazy lore dump we experienced with the tall man leader. It's good times. I'll be off for a couple days, coming back on Wednesday with another D's Discourse. I have a theory about what I want to stream about. It might be a weird one. It might not be a traditional discourse, but I think it would be enlightening to try to do. Ask me in Discord if you're curious to know ahead of time. Or maybe I'll post it in Envy, so I'll encourage some more of you to join Envy and see it there under the Discourses area of the knowledge base. I don't have any other notes or news for you. Should I do another stream goal and pay for this light that's behind my light with that? I don't know. I'm always hesitant to keep putting more goals up, but then other of you in the audience tell me I should. So I'll consider it. Cyberstalk me for the next couple days. Keep me occupied and friended. Keep me engaged on my days when I'm not streaming to you. I still like to hear from you and know what's going on with your worlds and families and see how just life is treating you in 2025. It's been a rough year for many of us, so best way we could do this is stick together. If you're watching on Trovo, YouTube, or Kick, it's time to end stream for you guys. Oh, it is also time to end stream for Instagram, which is still going because I haven't reached a full 4 hours yet, have I? I started a little bit late. Should I keep going for just a couple more? Nah. I need to get sleep. I did say if I was tired and felt still pretty sick and ick, I would end the stream when I ended the stream. So I didn't even realize Instagram was still live at this point. So Instagram, Trovo, Kick, and YouTube. I'm going to say goodnight to you right now. Twitch, hang on, because we're going to find somebody to raid out to. For everybody who's leaving the stream right this moment, no matter what platform you're watching on, thanks for being here. And if you are safe, fed, and loved, make sure someone out there is too, please. I'll see you all on Wednesday / early Thursday morning. And yeah,